at the top of the
Baptist Health locations and clinics across the state, ensuring we're always there for you.
all coming to tonight's homecoming game. I am your Student Council Vice President, Lauren Fox, and on behalf of Valley View Schools and the High School Student Council, I would like to give a special thank you to everyone who has worked hard to make this evening happen. Special thanks goes out to Pregame Jewelry for our Queen's Crown, the Valley View High School Art Club for our homecoming boards, and FFA for the mums. Now, if you don't mind turning your attention to the field, we will now present our 2023 football homecoming court. Sophomore Bay, Madison Bearden. Madison is the daughter of Tim and Stephanie Bearden. Madison's future plans are to attend the University of Arkansas to major in interior design. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Tim Bearden. Sophomore May, Madison Bearden. Sophomore May, Brantley Hughes. Brantley is the daughter of Bob Hughes and Amy Hughes. Brantley's future plans are to attend the University of Arkansas to major in architecture with a minor in interior design. She is being escorted tonight by her father, Bob Hughes. Sophomore May, Brantley Hughes. Sophomore May, Lexi Mariah York. Lexi is the daughter of Jennifer Kavanaugh. Lexi's future plans are to attend the University of Georgia to pursue a law degree. She also plans to travel the world. She's being escorted tonight by her brother, Drake Tyson. Sophomore May, Lexi Mariah York. Junior May, Madison Fisher. Madison is the daughter of Travis and Lana Fisher. Madison's future plans are to attend college at Arkansas State University to pursue a career in occupational therapy. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Travis Fisher. Junior May, Madison Fisher. Junior maid, Madeline Kuiper. Madeline is the daughter of Philip and Elisa Kuiper. Madeline's future plans are to attend college at the University of Arkansas to pursue a business and marketing degree. She is being escorted tonight by her father, Philip Kuiper. Junior maid, Madeline Kuiper. Junior maid, Auxiri Zuniga. Auxiri is the daughter of Jaime Zuniga and Martha Medina. Auxiri's future plans are to study law along with sociology and ethics relations so that she can one day pursue a career in public international law. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Jaime Zuniga. Junior maid, Auxiri Zuniga. Senior maid, Addie Brown. Addie is the daughter of Kim Delaney and Thomas Brown. Addie is a member of the Valley View Cheer Team, the National Honor Society, the Parent-Teacher-Student Association, and the Crown Club. Addie's future plans are to attend college to either study ag business or something in the medical field. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Thomas Brown. Senior maid, Addie Brown. Senior maid, Ava Morgan. Ava is the daughter of Mario and Mike Morgan. Ava is a member of the National Honor Society, the Parent-Teacher-Student Association, Mayor's Youth Advancement Council, as well as the president of the Science Club, reporter for the Valley View High School Student Council, secretary of the Crown Club, and vice president of the Sisterhood of the Delta Beta Sigma. Ava's future plans are to attend college and pursue a career in law. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Mike Morgan. Senior maid, Ava Morgan. Senior maid, Savannah Pickle. Savannah is the daughter of Sid and Suzette Pickle. Savannah is a member of the Valley View Cheer Team, the Crown Club, the Parent-Teacher-Student Association, the National Honor Society, Central Baptist Church, Unashamed, and Project Prevent, as well as the president of Valley View High School Student Council and the treasurer for the Science Club. Savannah's future plans are to attend college to pursue a degree in construction management. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Sid Pickle. Senior maid, Savannah Pickle. Our flower girl for tonight is Blakely Osmond. Blakely is the daughter of Dustin and Sarah Osmond, and she's in first grade. Blakely's future plan is to play on the U.S. women's national soccer team like Alex Morgan, and then to become a dentist. Her favorite class is math, and her favorite recess games are basketball and soccer. Our crown bearer for tonight is Beckett Osmond. Beckett is the son of Dustin and Sarah Osmond. Beckett is in kindergarten, and he plans to work as a sales manager at a dealership just like his dad. His favorite class is reading, and his favorite recess games are swimming and playing soccer. Your flower girl and crown bearer, Blakely and Beckett Osmond. Now, help me welcome your 2023 football homecoming queen, Savannah Pickle! Again, on behalf of Valley View Schools and the High School Student Council, I would like to thank all of you for coming to our 2023 football homecoming court presentation. Please give another round of applause for our homecoming court.
Reps with those guys on Friday night games, and we want to continue to do that. You know, like going back to the Poplar Bluff game, we felt like we could have gotten to where, you know, we could have got some other guys in, and it just never worked out. And we always want to get to that point where we can get some other guys reps on Friday. So really good that we were able to do that. You know, and anytime we get a chance, we're never going to run it up. We're always going to let people play and get people on film.
And this was, you know, not just the quarterbacks, but a lot of people who got to play a whole half of football. This wasn't just mop-up duty. I mean, this was getting to play significant minutes for kids that, you know, don't or those opportunities.
Yeah, and I think you got to give a lot of credit to the defensive guys because they had their starters in the entire game. They didn't sub. They're obviously trying to get better and trying to play guys. And, you know, on both sides of the balls, they had starters. We didn't end up scoring on offense, but defense, we didn't give up a touchdown against their starters. So felt like those guys did a really good job and had a good week of practice and paid attention, all those things, and then executed the game plan as well.
So turning the corner and looking ahead to tonight, and obviously it's been a big week with homecoming, and I know this. I've known a lot of football coaches since I've been doing this, and most of them not too crazy about homecoming because of the distractions that it brings.
Yeah, it does, and you know, and I try to tell the kids, I want you to enjoy it, have fun. Those are things you're going to remember for the rest of your life. So go ahead and enjoy that during the day. But when we get to football at 2:30, it's football. You know, is number one, and we've got to pay attention. Tuesday wasn't a great practice. Finished okay. We talked to them about halfway through, and then Wednesday was a lot better, a lot more focused. You know, and then yesterday as well. So I feel like we're ready to play. We're ready to, you know, to go out there and be 2-0, and hopefully we'll.
How you been? Before we talk too much about your opponent in Forrest City, just kind of give us an update on the match list because I know you still got some folks that are kind of bumped and bruised and will probably sit out tonight.
Yeah, Andrew Jones is going to still be out. We're hoping that we can get him back in 2 weeks. With a hip injury. Parker King had an injury in the JV game Monday, so he's another one that's going to be out.
I think we're going to be
Huff
at least tested
banged
better
up, his shoulder not great. He is going to play. Hopefully we can play a little longer than he did against Paragould. But if we don't need him, obviously we'll get him out. And get those guys reps. So Rutledge played the whole game, you know, once he got hurt against Paragould and got a lot of reps. So, you know, he's going to be the first guy to go in at linebacker. But other than that, we should be ready to go. We'll get Avery Wood back. Not sure how much he'll play. He practiced Tuesday and Wednesday. He's still probably not full speed, but we want to get him in there as much as possible. So you'll see him some as well.
So you got Forrest City tonight. This is a team that you've won 6 straight against. It's a program that I guess this will be the last time that we play Forrest City, at least in conference play, because they're dropping down to 4A, I think, with the next cycle, which begins next year. But they look to be an improved team this year.
They do. You know, you go back and you look at the start of the season, playing Joe T. 5A program, if not top 2, and they were down 18-7 at half, end up losing 30-7. Then they come back and beat Lone Oak, who's picked second in that Harding Academy Conference, and then they play. Just lost my mind there.
Yeah, I forgot who else played.
Stuttgart.
Right.
So they played Stuttgart, and it was very close. Ended up being 27-12. You look at Southside, it was 14-12 with about 5 minutes left to halftime. The wheels kind of came off for them. Had a couple turnovers, but very improved. You know, Coach Lewis does a great job. They're very disciplined now. They're going to do all the right things. They're going to act right. They're going to do great things. Be physical, and they can break a touchdown at any time with the speed and athleticism they have. So we need to get on them quick, kind of like we did Paragould. If you know, and as long as they hang around, they're going to be tough to beat.
Well, I think one of the strengths of this team appears to be their running game, and I understand they've got kind of a 1-2 punch at running back, but I guess their 1A running back is a sophomore who had over 100.
He's the guy that I feel like can break one anytime. He's going to play line 5. Sophomore, I remember from junior high last year, their best player by far. So he's going to be a guy that we got to stop early. You know, I think in years past, they were probably more of a throwing team, get it down the field, and I think they're trying to rely on the run a little bit more. So really big up front. So we've got a good up front in the front 7.
And I understand they have a quarterback who, as you mentioned, they're a little bit more run-oriented this year, but they have a quarterback who is capable of throwing it around pretty well.
Yeah, he's going to get it out to those playmakers and do what he needs to do. So very bad. But I think if we stop the run and force them to throw it, we're going to be okay.
What do you see defensively from Forrest City that concerns you?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that we've seen a 3-3, a 4-3, a 4-2-5, a 5-2. We've seen every defense. A lot of looks, a lot of blitzes. So we don't really know what we're going to get. We're going to try to dictate that by our formations. You might see a lot more H-back stuff from us tonight that you haven't seen. We run it, you know, every game, but we don't stay in it very long. But we think that we're going to get a certain box from them if we run it. And it's a lot easier for us to know what kind of box we're going to get, and then we can run our plays off of it. Move TJ into the H some, kind of slip him out, try to get him the ball a little bit more. So those are things that we're going to, but a lot of blitzing, a lot of man-to-man coverage. So we're going to have to beat man with Drew and TJ and Tice and Zaki and those guys. So going to be tough for us.
We're a week deep into the conference season now. I guess we will be 2 weeks after tonight. But based on what happened around the league in week 1, any surprises there? Did it pretty much go as you expected?
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, obviously I think you look at the Brooklyn win score. Brooklyn had a chance to beat them. So obviously I think Brooklyn's improved because you go back to win prior to that week and beat Magnolia 35-0. So I think there's a lot of teams vying for that top spot. Obviously, you know, Paragould's have its struggles, but, you know, but they're going to get better as they continue with a new coach. But I think Southside, and I said it last week, I think they're the team that's really got it going right now. I heard Batesville's running back tore his ACL out for the season, and then obviously Nettleton's going to be able to score a lot of points, a lot of athletes. So it's going to be, I think, down to the end again, just like it is for 5A East always.
Coach, we appreciate the visit as always, and good luck tonight against Forrest City.
Appreciate it, Randy.
That's Coach Sean Cockrell. I'm Randy Myers. We'll step aside for a 2-minute timeout, and our Blazer Football First National Bank pregame coverage continues after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Evolve Bank and Trust is now bringing full-service banking to Jonesboro. To celebrate, we're offering you $200 extra. Just open a new checking account with Evolve. Have at least 2 qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more within 90 days. Then we'll deposit $200 extra into your account. It's just that easy. Open a new Evolve checking account and receive an extra $200 in your account for a year. Restrictions apply. Visit getevolved.com/special promotion for more details, or come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching band taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
And we are back at Central Dealership Stadium on the Valley View campus, where we are now about 16 minutes away from kickoff for a homecoming night here at the View. It's also a 5A East Conference game against the Mustangs of Forrest City, who will be playing their last game against the View as a conference vote. The Mustangs are expected to compete in Class 4A next year after the latest AAA reassignment cycle takes place. The Blazers have dominated the series with Forrest City in recent years, having won 6 straight. And in fact, the Mustangs have not even scored on Valley View since the 2020 season. Valley View won it 49-0 last year and 37-0 the previous season. Last year, the Blazers rolled up 446 yards of total offense on the Mustangs, while limiting Forrest City to just 103 total yards. All-State quarterback Carson Turley hit the Mustangs for 197 passing yards and 2 touchdowns through the air, while also rushing for 77 yards and another score. I'm Randy Myers, and our pregame coverage of Blazer football is brought to you by First National Bank, where they put you first always. We are back in 2 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
And ATV. Jonesboro Cycle is your go-to for all your power sports needs, whether it be off-road, on-road, or on-lawn. Check out their inventory of four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, dirt bikes, cruisers, go-karts, scooters, personal watercrafts, boats, and even boat motors. Jonesboro Cycle is a 185,000 square foot motorsports mecca featuring all the name brands under one roof. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV on U.S. Highway 63 North in Bona and Jonesboro Cycle.
David, I may have you extend this break if they start the national anthem right before we're about to come back. It looks like we may be pretty close to that, so just giving you a heads up.
We get your need for reliable equipment. That's why we offer precision Kubota machinery for any task. From seasoned farmers to green-thumbed homeowners, we are working to keep you working. Find your Kubota match at First Choice Farm and Lawn on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Achieve your goals faster with our Kubota inventory and top-notch service. Call 870-790-2301 or drop by today. Your trusted Kubota dealer, First Choice Farm and Lawn.
Hey there, Northeast Arkansas. This is John Moore of Arkansas Superstore on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Here to tell you that we're flipping the script on car buying. Don't stand for bait and switch tactics.
That's holding.
We believe in transparency and trust. You deserve the car you want with a payment much lower than your rent. Arkansas Superstore is here to make sense of it all for you. Come over and find your dream ride. You're approved. When the banks say no, I say yes.
Yeah, go ahead and extend it for...
At this time, would you please stand and recite with me the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, a moment of silence. Thank you. And now, if you please remain standing as we honor America and those who have served both at home and overseas with the singing of the national anthem by the Valley View High School Choir, followed by the Valley View Alma Mater played by the Valley View High School Band.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose flashlights and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
As performed here at Valley View High School, we're counting you down toward kickoff on homecoming night at the View for Valley View and Forrest City. Here, we'll look at your starters for this evening's game for Valley View. The Blazer offense, of course, will be led by senior quarterback Carson Turley, the 5'10", 167 senior, in the midst of what will most likely be a third straight All-State campaign for that young man. His running backs tonight, Zane Guthrie will be the starting running back. He's a 5'9", 170-pound senior. The wide receivers are expected to be T.J. Starks, a 6'1", 170-pound senior. Drew Gartman, a 6'3", 155-pound junior. Zaki Irvin and Gavin Tice are the slot receivers. Zaki is a 5'8", 165-pound senior. Gavin is a 5'7", 157-pound senior. Up front in the trenches, the tackles are Big Daniel Cole, a 6'6", 302-pound junior, and Caleb Lands, a 6'1", 289-pound senior. The guards are Houston Walker, a 6', 214-pound senior, and Gavin Achita, a 6'3", 339-pound senior. And the center is the baby of the group, sophomore Judd Miles, a 5'11", 192-pound 10th grader. Forrest City's offense is expected to be led by junior quarterback Daquan Scott, a 5'10", 180-pound 11th grader. His starting running back will be Kevin Young. He checks in at 5'11", 210 pounds. He's a sophomore. The wide receivers are Ja'Cory Buchanan, a 6', 195-pound junior. Common Lee, a 6'2", 180-pound senior. Montrell Matthews, who will also get a lot of snaps at running back. Matthews is a 5'10", 205-pound senior. And Jamate Flenoy, a 5'10", 170-pound senior. The offensive line consists of tackles Tamarian Burks, and they're big up front, 6'2", 250 for Burks. He's a junior. The other tackle is Colin Daniels, a 6'4", 320-pound junior. The guards are Devin Brown. He's 6'2", 250 as senior. And Jeremy Holmes, a 5'11", 305-pound junior. And the center is Kai Griggs. He's a 5'11", 240-pound sophomore. So there's a look at your offensive starters for this game. We'll pause for 2 minutes. Back with more pregame from Central Dealership Stadium as we continue with our First National Bank pregame coverage of Blazer football on the EAB Sports Network.
It's a mix and match special now at all Northeast Arkansas Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any two for $6.99 each for carry-out or delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, loaded tots, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any two for only $6.99 each for carry-out or delivery. Only at your Northeast Arkansas area Domino's Pizza locations.
Hey, dude, you won't believe it. We sold our house and we made a fortune.
No way! How'd you find out it was worth that much?
We used this awesome website, arhomevalue.com. It was a game changer. It's brought to you by Dustin White Realty. They know their stuff. Plus, arhomevalue.com is quick and easy to use.
Don't miss out on getting top dollar for your home. Go to arhomevalue.com today. Brought to you by Dustin White Realty. Top dollar for your home sale is just a click away. arhomevalue.com.
What started with our grandfather and continues in its 4th generation today, Glen Saint's history of quality sales, service, and strong personal relationships that have kept our customers and their families coming back for over 69 years.
From my grandpa to my dad to us, service after the sale is a big deal. Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
Across Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. MeBanking.com, member FDIC.
You're listening to the Valley View Blazers on FM News Talk 102.1 and KBTM AM 1230 Jonesboro.
T.J. Starks.
And we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium, where we are now about a little less than 7 minutes away from kickoff for Valley View and Forrest City in 5A East Conference action. I'm Randy Myers under the headset in the NEA Baptist broadcast position, joined now by Coach Jason Smith. And Coach, this team seems to have kind of found its identity for the past couple of weeks and is now playing this game at a very high level.
They really are, and very fun to watch. That's what I've taken away from the past couple of weeks, is that they're very explosive offensively, and then even defensively they're very explosive. And I don't think that they have hit full stride yet. I think that there's more to this team than what we've seen so far, but what we've seen so far is pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% in that. I think that this team's best football is still ahead. They do have some injuries, of course, so we addressed that with Sean Cockrell in the pregame visit a few minutes ago. Of course, if you didn't hear that, they will be for the second straight week without Andrew Jones, who leads the team in receiving yards, and Andrew is still nursing a hip injury. It's my understanding he's got a chipped bone in his hip. That's putting it into layman's terms. There's another medical term that I couldn't remember if you told me, but anyway, so they'll be without Andrew tonight for the second week, but certainly, and then Philip King also tonight will not play as well. He got injured Monday night in the JV game with Hoxie. But I tell you what, Drew Gartman certainly stepped up and filled the void left by Andrew Jones very nicely last week with 3 touchdown catches.
Yeah, and Drew, you could play Drew all over the field, and what we're seeing this year is just how athletic he is, and then what a teammate he's become. I'm sure Drew, he still thinks of himself as a quarterback, but it's whatever it takes for this team to win and to be the best they can be. And right now, that's Drew at that wideout spot. And boys, he really played well last week. And I think it seems like every week there's a Drew Gartman highlight play.
No question about that. He is a great athlete, and the Blazers are very blessed to have him. Looking a little closer at this Forrest City team, the Mustangs are 1-3 as we come into this game. 0-1 in conference play after the 59-26 loss to Southside last week. They opened the season with a 30-8 loss to a very good Robinson team, traditionally one of the top teams in Class 5A. They won in week 2, winning against Lone Oak 30-16, followed that up with a 27-12 road loss at Stuttgart, and then, of course, as we mentioned, opening conference play with the loss against Southside last week. They come into this game averaging 19 points per game and allowing 33 points per contest.
Yeah, and I think Forrest City, what you'll see some explosive playmakers. I remember the quarterback from last year, really exciting young man. And then I think that, from what we've heard, that they have a sophomore running back who looks the part and may be the real deal.
Yeah, he had 109 yards against Southside last week and 2 touchdowns and did it out on just like 7 or 8 carries, I think. So he's obviously an explosive athlete.
Yeah, for sure. And so, I think that I think depth is going to be an issue for the Mustangs. That's what we've seen the past couple years. But they're going to be fast. They're going to be athletic, and they're going to be playing free. They're trying to avoid being 0-2 in this league, and you just never know. We've got to avoid the big play if you're a Blazer fan. And then Forrest City, they just got to try to strike first and try to get some turnovers.
Valley View checks into this game 3-1 overall, 1-0 in conference play. As we mentioned, Forrest City is 1-3 and 0-1 in the league. The respective head coaches for this game, Sean Cockrell is in his 10th season at Valley View. Sean is 57 and 43 overall at the View coming into tonight's contest. Ronald Lewis is the head coach at Forrest City, where he is in his 2nd year leading the Mustang program. Valley View comes into this game ranked number 5 in the state in Class 5A according to the Hootens.com rankings. Officials for tonight's contest will be Doug Estes. He is the white hat of the referee. The line judge is Patrick Wilson. The field judge is Zach Morris. The umpire is Mark Apgar. The side judge is Rodney Davis. And the linesman is Jason Long. The Blazers tonight in their royal blue uniforms, pants and jerseys with white helmets and gold and white numbers and trim. And Forrest City in all white tonight with blue numbers and helmets.
Yeah, an exciting atmosphere here tonight. Always 5A East is exciting, but it's homecoming night here at Valley View. The bleachers here on the home side are packed, and they just announced the homecoming queen, Savannah Pickle, and just like the storybook would say, Savannah is the girlfriend, I'm told, of quarterback Carson Turley. So that's
a perfect homecoming story. All you need now is a victory.
That's exactly right. So let's just, if you're a Blazer fan, we're going to wrap this up with a really nice homecoming victory.
Yeah, let's hope that's the case. Elsewhere around the league tonight, got Paragould at Batesville. And these other 2 conference games tonight are very intriguing matchups that I think we'll bear keeping an eye on. Across town, just about 20 minutes away out at Brooklyn, it's Nettleton making the short trek out to visit the Bearcats. And then Wynn is at Southside tonight, and that one promises to be quite intriguing as well. The Valley View captains for tonight's game, Kenneth Robinson, TJ Starks, and Gavin Tice. And apparently Valley View is going to get the ball to begin this game as the Mustangs now take the field. Also want to say hello to all the folks who are listening to us on KXJK tonight down in Forrest City who are joining us for the broadcast. We appreciate you all tuning in, and keep in mind we are a pro Valley View broadcast, but we'll try to keep this as objective as possible, given that. But
we apologize in advance, but go Mustangs tonight for you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you all tuning in to join us, and shout out to our buddy Richard Benson down at KXJK for allowing us to help bring you the game. So just about set to get this one kicked and underway. Valley View with Starks back as the deep man for the Blazers, set to return. The opening kick, which will be fielded short at the 30-yard line. That may be Dale, and he slips the first tackle, gets the far sideline. He's into Mustang territory and crosses the 50 up to about the 49, maybe the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I think that was Gavin Tice there.
Tice on the return.
Actually, it wasn't. My eyes are getting worse, but yeah, it was a nice return regardless. But yeah, it was Gavin Tice.
So the Blazers will start right at midfield. Looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 50-yard line on the left hash as Valley View moves from left to right toward the south end zone here at Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers along with Jason Smith under the headset. We're glad you're with us tonight for high school football here on the EAB Sports Network. The Blazers will send two receivers wide to the right, one off to the left. As Turley out of the gun gives it off to Anthony Feliz, who gets a start at running back. He's got a first down over the far sideline as he takes it inside the 40 all the way down to about the 37-yard line. So a pickup of about 13 yards straight away on the first carry from scrimmage for Valley View.
Yeah, they're going tempo here, but that was a really nice play on the first play by Valley View's offensive line. Anthony did not get touched for the first 12 yards on that carry.
Got whistles and flags here just as the ball is snapped, or whistles anyway. I'm not sure if there is a flag down, so that's probably going to be coming back against the View, and it looks like a false start.
Yeah, I don't think we got completely set up there on the line.
So that'll move the ball back to the 42-yard line, and it's 1st and 15 from there for the Blazers. Irvin and Stark split to the near side. I believe that's Gartman off to the left at the top of the field. Turley hands it off to Feliz. Feliz running straight ahead, powers his way forward to about the 36-yard line. And it'll bring up 2nd and about 9, looks like, for Valley View.
36-yard line.
Yeah, and I think that matchup there over there on the far side is one to watch. It appears that they've got Drew. They're playing zero coverage, maybe a safety over the top, but I think there's going to be some one-on-one opportunities for Gartman.
Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Again, the give is to Feliz, and Feliz caught after a gain of 1, maybe 2 this time as he crosses the 35 and punches it to the 34. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down, 8.
Good play by the interior of the Forrest City defense. I think they're going to be tested tonight, but they do have some young men who should rise to the occasion.
Ball at the 35. Feliz motions. Now Turley's going to keep it running left, and he dives forward and close to the marker. Not sure if he got it or not, but you expect the Valley View will probably go for it here on 4th down if he didn't pick up the first.
Yeah, I think that's 2 down territory there. Carson dove, but I think it's the right call. I believe he was probably about a half yard short.
Looks to be short by about a yard or less, so it'll bring up 4th and probably less than 1 here. The ball at the 28-yard line of Forrest City. This will be the 5th play of the drive unofficially coming up.
Looks like they've brought in their jumbo set here, which is not a surprise. Looks like you'll have Guthrie as the running back.
Guthrie is in as the power back. Power side to the right. Out of the jumbo package. Turley goes under center, gives it to Guthrie. Guthrie has the first down as he crosses the 25 and gets a great surge from the offensive line, and the extra blockers move the chains for Valley View. It'll be down to about the 22 or the 23-yard line.
Yeah, that was a really nice play there. And you see a cheetah right there. A cheetah's the one who cleared that spot and just kept driving. I believe he got a pancake, and it's good to see Gavin a cheetah there. Just a kid that's getting better and better.
All 339 pounds of him. 9:48 to play in the first period. It's 1st down for Valley View from the Forrest City 22. Guthrie remains in as the running back. He gets the carry and crosses the 20, punches it forward to about the 18, maybe the 17-yard line.
I think what we're saying here is that the Valley View offensive staff I think they saw something in the run game, and they're going to make the Forrest City Mustangs stop the run before they go to the air. It appears that Valley View early on at least is going to do a lot of ground and pound.
2nd and 7 here from the 19. Ball is between the hashes. Guthrie remains in as the running back out of the jumbo set. Turley's under center. And he'll turn, give it to Guthrie. Guthrie powers his way forward, still on his feet. He's got the first down inside the 10-yard line.
Really nice run there. Zane Guthrie, kid who just kept working, kept getting better and better, and what a weapon out of this jumbo package especially.
It's been all on the ground so far, as Jason mentioned, and Blazers facing 1st and goal here from the 9. Turley again goes under center. Guthrie is the running back. The give is to Guthrie, who runs to the outside this time and got tracked down and caught near the line of scrimmage. That'll probably be no gain. Good lateral pursuit there by the Mustangs.
Yeah, as Lee Smith there, just a sophomore, but good pursuit. He shed his block, stayed with it, and made a really nice tackle.
Guthrie might have got a yard. Looks like they're spotting it at the 8, so it'll be 2nd and goal from there with the ball on the right hash. Guthrie remains the running back. Turley slides under center. And it's Starks who ends up with it. Breaks to the outside, angles for the pylon, and has the end zone. T.J. Starks ends up with the football and puts Valley View on the board with the 8-yard run at the 8:10 mark of the first quarter.
Yeah, and just a beautiful play call there. Just so many things that they can do out of that jumbo set. And we said it last year, we're saying again this year, that it seems like there's a new play, a new wrinkle, a new guy to get the ball every week, and we saw that right there on that end around.
So Brody Dix is on to attempt the extra point kick out of the hold of Caden Trevathan, the sophomore quarterback. Talon Cobbler will provide the deep snap. Kick is in the air, and it is good. So with 8:10 to play in the first period, the Blazers go 50 yards on their opening drive, and it's now a 7-0 start for Valley View. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
I can't get my homework to upload.
Dad, my video game is froze again.
Babe, is our internet down again? I'm missing the big game.
Honey, I'm trying to make this online payment, but it just keeps buffering.
Get your life up to speed with high-speed internet from Empower Broadband. Empower's reliable service brings high-speed internet to even the most remote areas of Northeast Arkansas. With Empower Broadband, you can stream your favorite movies, video chat with loved ones, work from home without interruptions, and so much more. Empower Broadband. Life up to speed. For more info, visit empowerbroadband.com.
Valley View goes 50 yards in 9 plays on its first possession. The Blazers score off the 8-yard end-around run by T.J. Starks. The Blazers have a 7-0 lead as we now await the ensuing kickoff. Forrest City's return men setting up on each hash at the 10-yard line. Brody Dix has it teed up at the 40 for the View. Well, this is a short kick that may have hit an up back, and Forrest City recovers it. They'll have good field position here at the 44-yard line.
And they will have good field position, but they were very fortunate on that because you're right, it hit an up man, and I don't know that he knew that it hit him until it had already caromed off, but very Forrest City friendly bounce.
I think that was intended to be a squib kick. It just got a hit before it started to squib.
Yeah, it's like they were playing dodgeball and they got the wrong guy out. I think.
So Forrest City will start from their own 43 as they bring their offense onto the field. Two receivers split wide to the left, one to the right. Quarterback keeps it. Pitch out. The ball is on the ground. It's up for grabs. It's scooped up by Brian Huff. Brian Huff with the football. He is rumbling downfield, and he will score the touchdown. The scoop and score for the future Missouri Tiger, and Valley View has his second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, and if you're a Forrest City Mustang, you hate to see it because you know that's probably a play that they just put in this week because it was a designed quarterback run. He had two running backs to his left there. He keeps it, takes a couple steps, and then pitches, but he kind of pitched it behind that trail running back. And then once Brian Huff got those paws on that football, there was not going to be anybody in the stadium to catch him on that.
So the extra point kick pending here for Brody Dix, again out of the hold of Caden Trevathan. Ball is in the air, and the kick is good. With 7:52 to play in the first period, Valley View off to a quick start for the second straight week. They lead at 14-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
High
High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
7:52 to play first period as we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers and Jason Smith under the headsets. Valley View scoring for the second time tonight. This one on about a 33-yard fumble return for Brian Huff. Extra point kick by Brody Dix was good, and that was on Forrest City's first snap from scrimmage. And here's Brody Dix driving this kick deep. It'll be fielded at the 3-yard line by Forrest City, and the return man takes it across the 15, stopped at about the 17 or the 18-yard line. I believe that was Eddie Williams there. But yeah, Brody, he nearly sailed it over his head. But if you're, if you're Forrest City, that's your worst nightmare of a start. But if you're Valley View and you're Sean Cockrell, then that is a perfect start to tonight's game because it is steamy. And yes, it is. I mean, it's the second conference game, but this could very easily. It feels like it could be the second game of the year. Yeah, this is the warmest night we've had since the opener at Harding Academy back in week 0. About 91 degrees at kickoff, I believe. Here's a swing pass out to the right, and the Blazers are all over that. Stop it for no gain, probably a loss of yards after the spot. We'll see if they give him any forward progress. But it looks like it will be a -1 play for Forrest City. Yeah, it looked like that was designed, as a bubble screen there. Just Valley View read it perfectly. Ramsey over there just blew that thing up from the jump. Quarterback Daquan Scott in the pistol set with 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the right, throws it out right side, and they've got Valley View beat down the far sideline. Now it becomes a foot race, and Forrest City will win this race. The Mustangs are on the board if there are no flags on the field. I think they're going to knock him out. They gave him the touchdown there. Yeah. But, really nice play call by the offensive coordinator from Forrest City. Line up the exact same way as that bubble screen, but this time that front receiver just faked the screen, faked the block, and just went on a go. And just basically just burnt our young secondary there, and then it was just a matter of him securing the football and taking off. Mustangs going to go for 2. It's my understanding they don't have much of a kicking game, so they usually go for 2 when they score, and that will be the case here. 2 receivers to the left and right out of the pistol backfield. Daquan Scott takes the snap, hands it off to the running back, and he'll be stopped shy of the end zone. So the conversion attempt is unsuccessful, and with 6:55 to play in the first period, Valley View leads it 14-6. We're back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
This is Keith Baird with Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
A lot of fireworks early in this one so far. It's 14-6. Forrest City is scoring on an 84-yard pass from Daquan Scott to Kyron Lee. The 2-point conversion attempt was unsuccessful, and Valley View now leads at 14-6 as we await the Mustang kick, and it's a short kick that'll be fielded off the bounce by T.J. Starks right up the middle, and he is at midfield, and T.J. will go. Another explosive play as T.J. Starks returns the ensuing kickoff, about 75 yards for the score. Unbelievable, and it was a situation where on that kick, it was in between. Awaiting the extra point kick here. What was that about? I think our athletic director, Brian Jenkins, has lost his phone, so he's sent up a bunch of sophomores and freshmen to come look for it. So here's the extra point kick for Brody Dix. Kick is in the air, And it is good. It's 6:39 to play in the first period. Valley View leads at 21-6. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Having trouble getting the trailer you need? Silverline Trailers, the largest trailer retailer in the USA, has the perfect solution for you. Guaranteed approval. No credit check required. Get the quality trailer you need at a price you can afford. With over 3,500 trailers available and more coming in daily, we'll find the perfect trailer for you. And at Silverline, we're always looking to hire good people. Visit our website, silverlinetrailer.com, for a location near you. You can stop by our Jonesboro location today at 3711 Stadium Boulevard or call 870-203-0000. Silverline Trailers, your trusted trailer retailer.
We're back at Central Dealership Stadium. Approximately halfway through the first period, Valley View already has an offensive score, a defensive score, and now a special team score after T.J. Starks returned that Forrest City kickoff about 70 yards untouched. And the Blazers now lead at 21-6 as we await the Brody Dix kickoff to Forrest City. It'll be fielded. Well, actually, it goes behind the return man and into the end zone, so that's going to be a touchback. There will be no return. The Mustangs will get it at the 20-yard line. Brody Dix seems to have improved his leg strength since the season has started.
I think so, and it just makes you wonder if maybe, maybe there was something was hurting. Maybe not an injury, but just something wasn't right. We know that Brody is a big-time soccer player. And you never know if he might have been banged up or, just had a little bit of a dead leg there for a little while. But now it seems like he's back to where we saw him a little bit last year. And they're utilizing sky kicks, and he's able to kick it deep and just some pooch kicks, different things. But Brody's definitely a weapon.
No question. Very versatile kicker. Here come the Mustangs with two receivers split to the left and right. Daquan Scott sets up in the pistol set. Give it off to the running back, Young, running right side. He gets, ball may have come loose there at the end of the run, and it appears to be up for grabs. The Blazers say they have it. It was a good run by Scott, but on the attempt to get second effort yardage, I think it got away from him.
Yeah, and you love to see that for Laird Cullen there. He's the one who picked that fumble up because he was actually the one who's taking the brunt of the coaching staff on that last touchdown play. So football's a funny game. You just keep playing and next play mentality and good things happen. And for Laird Cullen, it definitely did.
Who'd you say got that fumble?
Laird Cullen.
Okay. So Laird Cullen with a fumble recovery. Valley View gets it right back in good field position. They will start from the Forrest City 31. Zaki Irvin split wide to the right, two receivers to the left. Forrest City crowd in the line of scrimmage. Turley is back to throw. He's looking for Starks. Had the ball in his basket but couldn't hang on to it, and well defended there in double coverage by the Mustangs.
Yeah, because that was a beautiful ball, and it was right there on TJ's number 8 jersey. But the Forrest City defensive back and it looks to be number 4. I guess number 14 there, who also plays offense, Common Lee.
Yeah, they got a lot of guys. And Lee, by the way, I think is the reigning state 5A triple jump.
Yeah, just a tremendous athlete, and boy, he high-pointed that and just got his hand in there at the right time. Nice play.
I believe that was the first pass that Valley View has thrown tonight. Apparently there was a penalty on that play, so that play will technically not exist, and Valley View will back up 5 yards, and it becomes 1st and 15 from the 36. I did not see what the flag was about. Did you?
No, I didn't. The referees are moving as fast as this action tonight.
So, again, two receivers to the right and left. And Turley's back to throw. Rolling right. Here comes pressure. He gets rid of the ball. Is loose. That's going to be recovered by Valley View back on the Blazers side of the 50 as Anthony Felice quickly jumped on the loose ball. The Blazers will get it back, but now they have a long way to go on second down.
Yeah, it was a really nice play by Tamarian Burks there coming off the edge, and he put Carson Turley in a lot of trouble there, and Carson, that's a mistake. You probably need to go ahead and take that sack because he tried to throw the football. That was a fumble.
Exactly. Here's Turley back to throw. Sets up, fires, got Tice on the screen pass. The Tice slips a tackle. He has the first down as he's deep into Forrest City territory and tackled at about the 15-yard line. What a run after the catch by Gavin Tyson. Just like that, the Blazers get the first down yardage needed.
Yeah, beautiful play there. It was just a slower developing screen, and Carson did his job perfectly. And Gavin, gosh, once he caught that football, he made about 3 guys miss, and Forrest City was fortunate to go ahead and get the tackle there at the 17-yard line.
Ball will be spotted at the 16. Guthrie is in as the running back out of the jumbo set. He'll get the carry, runs across the right side and punches it down near the 10-yard line.
Zane Guthrie on the carry.
Yeah, they just don't have an answer right now. Forrest City didn't have an answer for this Valley View running attack. Guthrie's just able to get downhill, and he's got 3 or 4 positive yards before he's been touched.
5:04 to play in the first period. Blazers lead 21-6. Staying with the jumbo package. And we have a timeout, I believe, taken by Forrest City. Is that right?
Yes.
So it's timeout Mustangs, 4:50 to play in the first period. Valley View leads at 21-6. We're back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Hi, this is Bob Moore with Moore Air Conditioning. AC issues in the summer interrupt your life in more ways than one. We're here to help. When you need your air conditioning repaired, you need it fast. Get more assurance with the Moore same-day guarantee. We'll send a licensed, trained, and background check technician to your home the same day you call, or you don't pay a service fee. That's the Moore Assurance Guarantee. Creating comfort one home at a time. 870-336-2023.
You deserve more. Don't settle for less.
4:50 remaining in the first period. Valley View leading Forrest City 21-6, and this has been an explosive start, Jason Smith.
Yes, it has, and you know, I was looking back, it looks like that Zane Guthrie for the season has 58 rushing yards, and I bet you that he is nearing that already here in this first quarter. They have relied heavily on him early on, and he's responded.
He stays in as the running back for this 2nd and 2 play from the 9-yard line. He gets the carry. This time they catch him in the backfield, and that's probably going to be a negative play, a loss of about a yard.
Yeah, they set up a little differently there. They used their two H-backs in that jumbo set. They put them just on the right and the left of the center there, just a really tight spearhead look, and Forrest City read it really well and was able to just crash the edges for that play.
So it's 3rd and 3 now from the 10 for Valley View. Guthrie stays in at running back. Turley is under center. They give it to Guthrie. Guthrie running right, powers his way forward and pulls his way into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, nice run there. Good blocking up front, and I believe that's Zane's 4th touchdown of the season.
His first of the night, coming with 4:12 to play in the first period. A 10-yard run for Zane Guthrie. 4th score of the night for Valley View. Brody Dix on for the extra point kick. Out of the hold of Caden Trevathan. The long snap of Talon Caldwell. Kick is in the air. And it's true. So with 4:12 remaining in the first period, Valley View leads at 28-6. Back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
You love your truck, and Plaza Tire Service is here to help you make it even better with custom wheels, leveling kits, and the area's best selection of light truck tires, ATs, mud tires, and RTs up to 35s and bigger. Plaza Tire Service has the tires you want in stock today, and we'll help you select a great combination that gets your truck exactly the way you want it. In Jonesboro and South Caraway, and now at our newest location on East Johnson Avenue. The biggest selection, the best service, and the lowest prices on light truck tires are at Plaza Tire Service.
4 minutes, 12 seconds still to play in the first period. Valley View has dominated this one from the start. It's 28-6. The Blazers in the lead and set to kick it away to Forrest City one more time. Brody Dix teeing the ball up at the 40. Forrest City's respective return men standing on each hash at the 10-yard line. That last scoring drive for Valley View capped off by the 10-yard run from Zane Guthrie. And that was a 5-play, 31-yard drive. Here's Dix's kickoff, high and deep, and it'll be fielded right at the goal line, and he put a foot in the end zone, so that's going to be a touchback.
Yeah, really impressed by Brody so far and his ability to place the football where he wants to. I'll tell you what, these officials are going to need some Gatorade breaks because they're asking a lot of them. They are in a track meet tonight.
No doubt. I'm wore out already myself, and we're just sitting up here in the press box.
That's exactly right.
It is toasty tonight, too. I'm telling you, this like I said, I mean, it was terribly hot and humid in that Week 0 game at Harding Academy, but it's pretty warm here tonight as well. We've had good weather since that first game up until this point, but it is quite warm here tonight at the View. Yeah, Forrest City will start from the 20. Daquan Scott sends 3 receivers, actually 4 receivers off to the right as they flood that side of the field. No one to the left. They're in the pistol set. And it's a running play with Young, I believe, who will punch it forward for 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, interesting set there. You put quads over on the right side, and you know, I guess what you're doing there is you're just trying to get a mismatch up front, but the Blazers, they read that really well.
This time they'll send 2 receivers to each side, stay in the pistol. Scott is back to throw, throws it out near side, and a short carry forward after the catch.
Jet Bratcher on the stop.
Yeah, Jet Bratcher exploded up right there from his safety spot, linebacker spot, and blew that up. Kenny Robinson engaged that blocking receiver and just let Jet have an open range tackle there.
That was a Ja'Cory Buchanan on the catch for Forrest City. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs at their own 25-yard line. Again, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. That looks like it may have been a broken play. They're able to hold on to the ball, but they lost about a yard, it looks like.
Yeah, I think that the young running back lined up on the wrong side there of the quarterback, and they were fortunate to have a clean handoff there, but it does set up a 4th down, and it looks that they are going to punt the football.
Who we got back?
Cullen. Looks like Laird Cullen.
Laird Cullen sets up for the Blazer return, standing at his own 48-yard line on the right hash. The Forrest City punter will be standing at the 11-yard line.
No.
Ball is loose, and it is into the end zone. There's a scramble for the ball. Valley View appears to have it. And that will be another Valley View touchdown. Who got on that ball?
Yeah, that's Jade Taylor got another one.
So Jade Taylor, after blocking a punt for an end zone last week, recovers a loose ball off a bad snap this time, and the Blazers are on the board again.
Yeah, and that set there, that punt formation just didn't look right from the get-go.
Too many people on the field. Offense. That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
Yeah, it looked weird. There were about 13 Mustangs on the field, and they honestly, they were pushing people around, trying to get them in gaps and stuff, and it just didn't look right. Ball snapped. I'm not sure the punter was even ready for it. Sailed his head. And another quick score by the Blazers.
So Brody Dix is on to kick once again with 2:16 still remaining in the first period. Ball is in the air. And he missed that one wide right. So the first miss of the night for Dix. So with 2:16 to play in the first period, Valley View leads at 34-6. We are back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, First Security puts all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
Two minutes, 16 seconds left in the first period. Valley View now leads Forrest City 34-6. As it has just been kind of a storm here, all going Valley View's way in this first period so far, Jason.
Yeah, it has, and now if you're Forrest City, you've got to settle down and try to get some first downs and try to stabilize this football game. But if you're Valley View, I think what you got to look out for here, obviously you're up 34-6, but don't get sloppy. I felt that PAT just a second ago, I thought that we rushed it a little bit and were a little sloppy, and so, that's the danger that you run into when you jump out to such a lead so soon.
Brody Dix puts another kickoff into the end zone, so Forrest City with a touchback will start from the 20-yard line. 2:16 still to play here in the opening quarter of football.
Yeah, there's still 2 minutes left here in this quarter.
It seems like it should be halftime almost.
He's got 40 points on the board.
We've had a pretty moon tonight, man. It was warm, but we do have a pretty fall moon. I guess that is what you call a harvest moon. It's orange and very nice. So here come the Mustangs. Again, they'll work out of the pistol formation with 2 receivers wide to each side. Daquan Scott is the quarterback. Pump fakes, now he throws it, and that ball is tipped, almost picked as...
Pass intended for...
Yeah, if you got a hand on.
Yeah, Colin, that time they tried to run the same play they ran on the other side for the touchdown, and they burnt Laird Cullen on the first time, but there he reads that perfectly. He took his coaching. That's what you like to see with a young athlete. He took his coaching, nodded his head, yes, sir, and then he goes out and he does exactly what he's supposed to do.
2 receivers wide left and right once again. Out of the pistol on 2nd and 10 from the 20. And that's going to be blown up in the backfield for a loss. Montreal Williams on the carry for the Mustangs. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like it'll be no gain.
Brings up 3rd down, 10.
Yeah, good play there by the left side of that defensive front. Just they had their way with the offensive line of Forrest City, and the running back Matthews had no chance on that play.
3rd and 10 from the 20. Stay with the pistol set. 2 wides to each side. Scott back to throw. Here comes pressure. He's hit as he throws. The ball is caught, and it looks like it's going to be enough to move the chains for Forrest City out to about the 31-yard line.
Yeah, really, really nice play there. Just staying poised in the pocket, and just a nice pitch and catch there because he was facing a lot of pressure there from Jet Brasher.
I believe that was Williams on the reception. Moves the chains for the Mustangs, and they've got a fresh set of downs at the Blazer 32, actually, at the Mustang 32 rather. Again, 2 receivers wide left and right. And they'll give it off to the running back. That is Young, I believe, and gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe +1. We'll see where they spot the ball, but it looks like that's actually going to be a loss after the spot.
Yeah, I think so. Nice play there by Brian Huff, and then also Dax Webb just coming in, and actually there's Daniel Richardson. Nice play there by the young man.
So it's a loss back to the 31, sets up 2nd and 11 for the Mustangs. Again, 2 receivers to each side with backs in the pistol formation. They'll send 1 man in motion to the right, and we have whistles and flags as the ball is snapped.
Yeah, Valley View showed pressure there, and I actually think both tackles may have taken a false step, and that's going to back them up 5 yards.
So that'll set up a 2nd and 16 for Forrest City with 37 seconds remaining in the first period. Ball will be snapped from the left hash at the 26. 2 receivers, flank out to each side. Scott under pressure. Now he's going to tuck and run and gets caught shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they flushed him, and he got everything that he could, but he had Dax Webb there along with Jude Rapert to clean it up. But now it's a 3rd and long here for the Mustangs.
Ball will be spotted at the 29-yard line, sets up a 3rd and 13 for the visitors from St. Francis County. 25 seconds remaining on the first quarter clock. Trips to the right, 1 single receiver goes lonesome left. Out of the pistol formation, Daquan Scott is the quarterback. He'll throw it out right side, and the screen pass is incomplete.
Pass intended for
And that'll bring up 4th down and 13 for Forrest City.
Yeah, Scott, it wasn't a bad ball. I think it's a little high there, but definitely a catchable ball. But, you know, they're asking a lot there. That was, I mean, you're throwing from the near hash here all the way to that far side on the outside of the numbers. That's a long pass there for a screen pass.
Got Cullen back set up for the Valley View return. He'll stand at his own 43-yard line on the right hash. The Forrest City punter standing at his own 17-yard line. Here comes the pressure. Kick is blocked. It is up for grabs, and it's recovered. I believe that's Huff who's got it, and he'll score. Or no, that's Robinson. Kenneth Robinson, who grabbed that out of the air and went to the house with it.
Yeah, and guess who blocked that one, Randy? I'm going to give you a guess.
Jay Taylor.
Jay Taylor just got him a punt block, another one.
He is having himself a night. And Valley View is on the board yet again with another score here in the first quarter. About a 25-yard return?
Yeah, I think they're at the 26, so it may be a little shorter of a return, but nonetheless, Kenneth Robinson just scooped that up and was at the house before anything could happen.
Here's the extra point kick by Dix. It is up and it is good. So with 6 seconds to play in the first period, Valley View leads at 41-6. We're back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Hello, I'm estate planning and other law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden about the golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising healthcare and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at oldhamlawfirm.com.
It is 41-6, and there are still 6 ticks of the clock left on the first period clock. Valley View scoring with another special team score. This one a blocked punt by Jade Taylor and scoop and score recovery for Kenneth Robinson. Extra point kick by Dix was good. Valley View's up 41-6. And we still have 3 quarters of football still left ahead of us.
We sure do. It looks, though, that those 3rd and 4th are going to run pretty quick.
Yeah, I would think so, as they did last week at Paraguay. Nix with another kick. This one will be fielded about the 7-yard line on the right hash for Forrest City. Running laterally now, gets away from the first would-be tackler, but not the second, and goes down, knocked out of bounds at about the 24-yard line on the return by Ja'Cory Buchanan.
Yeah, nice play there by Kenneth Robinson coming in, starting cornerback, but really excels on special teams, and that's where he was really a star last year until late in the year. But then, he stepped up big towards the end of the season last year, and he just carried that over into this year.
We've reached the end of the first period with that kickoff return, and at the end of one, Valley View leads at 41-6. We're back with second quarter action in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Ship anything, anywhere at your #1 shipping source, Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
We are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office and then FedEx or all the way out to UPS terminal and then get that international shipment to DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today.
We're back at Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers along with Jason Smith under the headsets. One quarter is complete, and we had plenty to talk about in that first quarter. A total of 47 points put on the board between these two teams, 41 of those belonging to Valley View.
Yeah, and that's, and I don't know what the record books look like, but you have to believe that that's got to be a score record for the most points in the first quarter.
Yeah, I would think you're probably right. I hadn't really thought about that, but this is, of course, my 10th year to be broadcasting Valley View football, and I don't remember a quarter really even coming close to seeing the Blazers put that many points on the board. So Forrest City gets it, starting from their own 20-yard line as they now move toward the south end zone to begin the second quarter. On a play-action pass, they've got a completion, and that's good for a first down out to about the 36-yard line, roughly. And Kyra Lee coming up with a big catch there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, really pretty play right there. And you know, that's the thing. Daquan Scott's a good football player. And, you know, I mean, he needs a little bit better supporting cast. But, you know, he hangs in there in the pocket, and he can deliver some strikes.
First down from the 38. Running play here will get stopped in the backfield for a loss. Tiswell on the carry. That'll be a loss of 1.
Loss of 1 on the play brings up second down, 11.
And it's second and 11 for Forrest City from their own 37. Just underway here in the second period. Valley View dominating here early. They lead 41-6.
Yeah, and one thing that Valley View is able to do right here is mix and match, and a lot of the twos are going to get to play. You see a couple twos out there right now, and that's only going to help this Blazer defense moving into the meat of their conference schedule.
Got flags and whistles just as the ball is snapped for this play, and that'll be a false start penalty against Forrest City.
Yeah, it looked like they had about 3 guys moving at once there.
So that moves it back to the 32, and it's second and 16 now for the Ponies. They'll send 3 receivers to the right this time. 1 to the left, with backs in the pistol. Throw it over the middle. Ball is caught, and the receiver immediately tackled right after the catch. Kyron Lee making the catch, or Kylan Lee making the catch at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, really nice play there by Jay Taylor, you know, coming in and making that just a one-on-one tackle there.
So it's 3rd and 11 for Forrest City. From the 37, ball is on the right hash. There's 10:22 to play in the half. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Actually, it's 3 wides to the left now. Backs in the pistol. And they'll throw it out. Ball is caught. Tackle immediately made. Making the catch was Rashad Washington.
Beautiful play there by Kenneth Robinson. Seems like we're saying his name a lot. You know, one-on-one tackle, but that was how to wrap up on, you know, in a form tackle in today's football game. He didn't leave with his helmet at all, just wrapped up and wrestled the wide receiver to the ground.
Looks like Forrest City was probably going to go for it here on 4th down. They haven't had much success punting the ball tonight, so you really can't blame them. And they're showing go for it on 4th and 6. Backs in the pistol, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Quarterback puck outs, and he gets planted.
Yeah, Brian
Huff sacks him back at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and Brian's been, you know, they've been sending him quite a bit, but he's been coming from the left more often than not. But that time he lined up on the right side, and there was nobody there, and that's not good news for Daquan Scott.
Actually, that was Tiswell taking the snap that time for Forrest City. And he's probably wishing now that it remains Scott at quarterback, but it'll turn over on downs to Valley View. The Blazers will get the ball at the 36, and Turley's still in at quarterback, right?
Yes.
Running back is Feliz on his right hip. Turley's going to keep it, rolling right, runs out of a tackle, and avoids a second tackler. Hits the far sideline, and I'm going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 30-yard line, apparently.
Yeah, I think so, and you know, that's the odd thing about tonight's football game is that, you know, we haven't had to say Carson Turley very often.
Exactly.
You know, and that's good for the Blazer team. I'm sure Carson would like to get a couple runs, maybe a couple more passes, but you know, with a lead like this, you can kind of put him in some bubble wrap on ice and you know, just continue to stay healthy.
2nd and 4 for the Blazers from the Forrest City 30. Turley's back to throw. Looking down the far sideline, that is a jump ball that it could fall incomplete.
Yeah, another beautiful ball though, but that was really, really nice coverage.
Yeah, it was.
This Mustang secondary does a really good job, really athletic, and they know how to stay with the receivers and go up and knock the football away.
9:05 to play in the half. Valley View facing 3rd and 4 here from the Forrest City 30 with the ball on the right hash. Feliz will motion right. We've got movement along the line of scrimmage, and we'll see who jumped first.
Looks like it's offside, encroachment.
Yeah. So that penalty should give Valley View enough for an automatic first down.
Yeah.
At the 25-yard line.
And that will be the case.
Yeah. Totally went with a hard count there, and you could tell that he hadn't done that much because you had about 3 guys on that Forrest City D-line that just jumped and went right into the O-line.
So it's first down from the 25 on the right hash. Trips to the left, one single receiver to the right. The give is to Feliz running straight ahead. He's got a first down as he crosses the 15 and lunges forward to about the 13-yard line. Move the chains once again for Valley View.
Yeah, and really nice run there. Again, that your 2 guards and your center led the way there, and they're just having their way up front.
Let's go for another Blazer. Cross post at the 12-yard line.
Ball will be just inside the 13. 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. It's Feliz who gets the carry. Feliz is down near the 5-yard line before he tripped up.
On the carry.
That was the 4th play of the drive. It'll be a 2nd and goal.
And this Forrest City defense, this defensive line in particular, they're gassed right now. A couple guys have asked to come out. They're making some subs, and the guys that are coming in are a lot smaller than the guys that are leaving.
2nd and goal from the 6. Again, Feliz gets the carry. Feliz running left and gets copped at about the 3, maybe the 2-yard line.
Anthony Feliz.
That'll bring up 3rd down. Valley View can get a first down without scoring here. That's going to be spotted at the 3. They need less than a yard to pick up the first down.
2-yard line. Brings up 3rd down, short.
7:44 to play in the half. Curley out of the gun. Rolls right and tries to elude defenders, but Forrest City stays with him and does not let him break containment. And that's going to be a loss of about a yard.
Yeah, and the ironic thing on that was Flournoy on the tackle. But Valley View, Forrest City was actually trying to call timeout. I think they only had 10 men on the field right there, but Flournoy makes a really nice play and sets up. It'll be 2nd down or 3rd down?
Yeah, I think they say that previous play did achieve a first down. They made that ruling right before the ball was snapped. So this will be 2nd down and goal from the 4 for Valley View. They'll go jumbo off the right hash. Guthrie is the running back. He'll get the carry and try to power his way forward. Did he cross the plane? And he did. 4-yard touchdown run for Zane Guthrie. The Blazers are on the board again.
Zane Guthrie on the end zone for Valley touchdown.
Yeah, that Forrest City defense just hadn't had an answer for the jumbo set. Just too many big bodies up front, and Zane Guthrie's just really running hard tonight. Another touchdown.
Score comes with a 6:42 to play in the half. Here's Brody Dix on for the extra point kick. Kick is in the air, and it is good. The Blazers now have a new season high in points at 48, with still 2.5 quarters of football to play. It's 48-6. We're back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Smokehouse Barbecue on Johnson at Hilltop and on Main Street across from Jonesboro High School. Now, I'm from Memphis and I know barbecue, but there are people from Memphis that travel to Jonesboro to sample, taste, and enjoy Demo's Barbecue. No kidding, they come from Memphis, so no need to go anywhere else. Right here, the best barbecue is at Demo's. Any of the ribs, any of the plates, you can enjoy it all at Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue. My mouth is watering.
6:42 to play in the half. Valley View now leads at 48-6 after the 4-yard run by Zane Guthrie. The extra point kick was good by Dix. The drive covered 36 yards in 7 plays unofficially as we now await the Brody Dix kickoff. Forrest City's return men. One on the left hash at the 10-yard line, the other one on the right hash at the 12. It's been all Blazers so far in this one.
Yes, it has. And going back to that PAT, early in the season we were having some kicking issues, and I think as I was thinking about it, I think that we got a sophomore holder, and a lot of times that holder's the guy who kind of settles everything down and makes sure everybody's ready. And as a sophomore, sometimes you rush things, and I think maybe that was part of it. but it looks like that has been fixed.
Line drive kick is mishandled and will go into the end zone, and that will be another touchback for Brody Dix, and I believe that is his third touchback tonight.
Yeah, I think it's his third, maybe fourth, but he's doing a really good job of placing the football, and we just keep talking about it. But the improvement of special teams, I think, is something that has really that improvement has gotten a whole lot better here in the last 3 weeks or so.
Yeah, because there were a lot of struggles in that department those first 2 games.
Yep. One thing about Coach Cockle's football teams always, though, is that it seems like they always figure out after the first couple weeks who needs to be where, and then they roll with it, and it seems like they always push the right buttons.
Yeah, I agree. So once again, Forrest City will start from their own 20-yard line. They'll send 2 receivers to the right and left with the backs in the pistol. Daquan Scott, I believe, is back in at quarterback. Low snap, he'll throw it up, finds a receiver in the slot, and he's got a first down after he slips the first tackle and punches it out to about the 35-yard line. Corey Buchanan making the catch for the Mustangs.
Another strike there by Daquan Scott. Really been impressed with that young man. Just can't be easy playing quarterback for a football team that struggles a little bit, but he when he has time, he really sets his feet and he spins it.
Again, 2 receivers wide left and right from the 35. Pistol formation, delayed handoff to the running back, and he is caught at the line of scrimmage. That was Montrell Matthews who got chopped down.
Yeah, and that's Sarge there, Jamarion Davis, veteran here on this defense, and just read it really well, and good one-on-one tackle there on the interior.
No gain, 2nd and 10 for Forrest City from the 35. 2 receivers left and right. Pistol set. Scott throws it across the middle, finds his receiver, and he is about a yard shy of the first down marker, it would appear, after the catch by Kyron Lee.
Yeah, I think the Mustangs maybe they found a little something here. Just that intermediate passing game, quick passes, 7, 8, 9 yards at a pop, and the next thing you know, they'll throw it over the top. So we'll see what happens here as this drive progresses.
3rd and 1 from the 44. And Scott keeps it. He has the first down. Good play action fake there, and he's able to move the chains for Forrest City as he jumps forward to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and Rowledge there comes up to make that play. But yeah, I think we got a man down.
Yeah,
here.
Got a Forrest City lineman down at the line of scrimmage, it appears. So can't get a make on his number yet. So we'll step aside for an injury timeout. 5:26 to play in the first half. Valley View leads it 48-6. We will return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Whether you're replacing an old appliance or remodeling your whole kitchen, the appliances you need are right around the corner with GE Appliances at Tucker's Appliance Superstore in Jonesboro. Shop timeless designs and time-saving features on the appliances that are built to last in the busiest homes. Visit Tucker's Appliance today and upgrade your home your way with GE Appliances and your local experts. Shop Tucker's Appliance today and save.
Tucker's Appliance.
5 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the first half. The game is on pause due to an injury. That is a Forrest City player who's down.
It is. It's an offensive lineman, but I don't have his number either.
Can't see it either. And
he's moving around. It just seems to be a right leg injury of some sort. You just hope that young man's okay. Down here on the Blazer sideline, I have noticed that Trevathan seems to be working, a little bit at quarterback, limbering up a little bit, and we may see him, here in the first half.
Would not surprise me with the way this one has quickly gotten out of hand. Forrest City will have a first down when we do resume play. They will have the ball at the 48-yard line on the right hash after that carry for the first down by Daquan Scott on the previous play in which the Forrest City player was injured. Again, 48-6 is your score. Just kind of recapping all that has happened in this action-packed first half. Valley View led 44-6 at the end of the first period. The Blazers have gotten offensive scores, defensive scores, and 2 special teams scores tonight. Had a 33-yard fumble return by Brian Huff for the second score of the night. T.J. Starks returned to kickoff 73 yards for a score. And then Kenneth Robinson with a recovery of a blocked punt and a 24-yard return for a touchdown there. So Valley View has scored about every way possible thus far in this first half. Forrest City man is still injured, so we're going to take still down. We're going to take another timeout. We'll pause here for 30 seconds with Valley View leading 48-6. We return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Join the Squirrel Squad and join the fun. Teach your children the importance of savings by opening a youth savings account at First Community Bank. There's no minimum to open an account and no monthly service fee. Interest is paid quarterly at the current youth savings rate. Members will receive a membership kit when they sign up. Each member that saves over $100 will receive a free Squirrel Squad t-shirt. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. Checking accounts without activity may be charged dormant account fees. Rates subject to change.
You're listening to the Valley View Blazers on FM News Talk 102.1 and KBTM AM 1230 Jonesboro.
Well, we've identified the injured Mustang, and that is Kevin Young, and that's probably the last guy in the world that Forrest City needed to lose in this game. He's the running back.
Yes, and you hope the young man's okay. This game's just gotten out of hand, so now for both teams at this point, you just want to play clean and to stay healthy. And, and I think that, what I've always seen about Coach Cockrell and this football staff here is they have always, in any opportunity they've ever had, they've always had a lot of grace.
Very much so. Yeah.
For their opposition, have a lot of respect for the young men at Forrest City. Just to be quite frank, they're just outmanned. They have about half the roster that Valley View seems to have. And
I think in a situation like this, if both coaches agree, you can go ahead and start the turbo clock early, can't you?
Well, I don't know conference rules, because you don't want to, you don't want it to affect the other teams in the league, But this is a situation.
This situation would certainly warrant it because you don't want anybody else to get hurt in a game like this. It's already out of hand. And I'm not being disrespectful to Forrest City.
No,
when I say this. This is just a situation where you don't want to see anybody get hurt, and you just want to get this thing over as quickly and hopefully cleanly as possible.
Yes.
So here comes Forrest City. They've got a first down at their own 48-yard line. Ball on the right hash. Two receivers wide to each side, and Scott is back to throw. Actually, that's Tiswell, I believe, and he'll run out of bounds.
Tiswell on the keeper.
And looks like no gain.
One on the play brings up second.
Actually, a loss of one. Brings up second and 11 from the 47. 5:06 to play in the half. Ball remains on the right hash. Mustangs will send trips to the left, and one receiver lonesome right. Valley View crowd in the line of scrimmage. Quarterback back to throw, sets up, fires, and incomplete, almost picked, but it'll fall to the ground.
Yeah, it should have been, and right there, Rylan McNamee would love to have another opportunity at that football because it hit him right in the hands. But that's another young kid getting to play, high school football. Really, as far as the second quarter, I guess it's the first time all year. But nice play by him.
3rd and 11 for Forrest City. Trips right, one receiver. Trips left, one receiver right. Ball is on the ground. It's up for grabs, and I think Forrest City got back on it.
Yeah, I think they did. Now that's good news, bad news for the Mustangs because now that sets up a situation where they need to punt the football, and that has not been.
Punting situations have not been kind to the Mustangs so far tonight.
No.
Valley View is going to send Austin Perry back for the return. Nope, correction, that is Ricky Moffitt. I'm sorry. So Moffitt drops back to return for Valley View. And Flournoy in punt formation for the Mustangs.
Something really interesting you see is Daquan Scott is actually the deep snapper for this Forrest City football team.
That is very unusual that you see a quarterback operating as a deep snapper for a punt. Now Forrest City will take a timeout, so we'll step aside as well. 4:03 to play in the half, and Valley View leads Forrest City 48-6 here late in the first half. Back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Central Toyota has your vehicle and your back. And call Central Toyota today to schedule your service appointment. Don't put off tomorrow what can be done today. Central Toyota Service Department is even open on Saturdays. Whether you need an oil change, a tire rotation, wheel alignment, brake service, battery inspection, or engine repair, you can count on the service team at Central Toyota. Next time your vehicle needs maintenance, remember Central Toyota. Schedule your service needs today on Stadium in Jonesboro and online at centraltoyota.com.
Timeout on the field taken by Forrest City with 4:03 to play in the half. The Mustangs facing a punting situation. Again, Ricky Moffitt drops back to return the punt for Valley View. Flinoy in punt formation for the Mustangs. He'll be standing on the right hash at his own 37-yard line. Valley View has blocked 2 punts thus far tonight and almost got a third. There will come no rush this time, and it's a high booming kick up in the lights. Moffitt mishandles it. That ball is up for grabs, and did he not touch the ball?
He didn't touch it.
I thought he did. So
goodness gracious.
Forrest City was down it at the 13-yard line. I thought he got a hand on it, but apparently not. So
now he lost that one in the lights.
Okay, and we've got another Mustang down back at the back at midfield.
Yeah, and that young man, it looks to be Eddie Williams, 6'1" junior, who seems to be down on that, but I think it's maybe an ankle.
So we'll pause again for an injury timeout. Well, hold on, they're getting him back up on his feet, so we'll just hold it here for now. And it was Eddie Williams who is getting some help to the sideline. And
yeah, but in that situation, like we talked about just a little bit earlier, our punt defense right there showed no pressure, and I feel like that we could have probably gotten the backfield again and put some pressure on. But that's a nice punt there by the young man, Flinoy. So Valley View will have to. This will be the longest drive, I guess, of the night if we're able to do anything with a new quarterback.
Starting from the 14, that's Caden Trevathan in to take the snaps, right?
Yes.
He'll send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Trevathan gives it off to the running back, Peyton Hicks. Carries forward for 1 yard, 2 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 from the 16.
Yeah, and you're basically seeing you're seeing a Monday night lineup out there right now for the Valley View offense. Yep. Just a lot of young guys, this is invaluable.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Trevathan takes the snap, gives it again to Hicks. Hicks runs out over the right side, crosses the 16, and advances it forward about 2 yards. Got 2 more. It'll bring up 3rd and 6 for Valley View with 3:06 to play in the half.
With the man playing inside the 20, which is a AAA no-no, but that's the Forrest City man.
Yep. Got a flag on this play. They're playing loud, too.
They really are.
For a small band, they are playing at a high volume.
They are, and obviously they're not trying to go against rules here, but, it is. Anytime you're inside either 20, you're not supposed to be playing, and honestly, we got a false start there because of it.
So the penalty against Valley View will move it back to the 13-yard line, and it's 3rd and 11. Trips right, 1 receiver to the near side. The give is to Hicks, I believe. Hicks slips a tackle, running free, and caught at about the 24-yard line, maybe just a little bit shy of the first down marker.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'd like to see a measurement there.
Going to be close. He may have the first down.
He got it. I really like watching Peyton Hicks run because he's not bigger than a minute, and he just puts his shoulder pads down level and keeps those legs churning.
That was a tough run there. So he got just enough to move the chains on the 10-yard carry, and it's a first down from the 23. 2 receivers to the right. Again, it's Hicks on the carry. Hicks powers his way forward to the 33, maybe the 34-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to tack on some more because there was a face mask. The official, that back judge there, was going to let it go because it was incidental, but the man here on the side went in and threw the laundry down, so it's going to be 15 more for the Blazers.
So add 15 on to the end of the run, and that'll move it out near midfield for the Blazers with $1:50 remaining in the first half. Spot the ball at the 48. First down from there for Valley View with the ball on the left hash.
The ball will be placed at the 48.
Blazers moving from right to left toward the north end zone here at the Ships with two receivers to the right, one to the left. Caden Trevathan is your Valley View quarterback. He'll hand it off to Hicks on the sweep, running right. Sweeps, crosses midfield into Forest City territory and tripped up at about the Mustang 48.
And some of you may watching this telecast or listening may, maybe wondering why it's not Drew Gartman there, quarterback. But right now Drew is so valuable to this offense. At that receiver spot, especially with
you don't want to get him hurt.
With Jones being out. Absolutely.
Two receivers left and right. Trevathan out of the gun. Throws it out near side. Ball is caught, and making the catch for Valley View is Jackson Gordy, and he's close to first down yard. It's going to be a little bit shy.
Yeah, nice little catch there for Jackson. Good for him. Good ball there by Trevathan.
Lee on the stop brings up third down 2.
3rd and 2 for Valley View from the Forest City 44-yard line. Inside a minute to play in the half. Twins right. One single receiver, Gordy to the near side. Trevathan rolling right, looking to throw, fires that across the middle, and it's intercepted. The return man is immediately tackled, and that's a ball he just shouldn't have thrown.
Yeah, no, and it just put a young man in a tough spot there. A little screen pass, but he was receiving a lot of pressure. So he just threw the football, and that Forest City defender was right there to make the interception.
So Forest City will get it back after the turnover. They will start from their own 48 here late in the half with 35 seconds remaining in the second period. Mustang offense makes their way onto the field. Two receivers wide left and right. Pistol formation. Here comes pressure. He's able to avoid the first wave. Now he'll tuck and run. He's got some room across midfield. He's into the secondary, and Forest City's got a first down, but there's a flag at the end of that play.
Yeah, I think you're going to tack on some more. And that's, I think there's some confusion there. So Roger Tidwell's 11, correct? Because that's Daquan Scott.
Yeah.
That's
they
12.
played both of them
yes.
a little bit, but Scott has taken most of the snaps.
Holding.
Oh, wow.
So it's a hold penalty against the Mustangs. That'll negate the play, and
it's going back to 10 for the spot.
The play will, there'll be a mark off from the spot of the foul, so the play will stand.
After the penalty, the ball
is spotted at the 46-yard line, so that will make it 1st and 5 for Forest City. 1st and 4, actually. 23 seconds left in the half. They're on the Valley View side of the 50. Bring a man in motion to the near side. Scott is back to throw. Here comes pressure. He sidesteps the defender, throws the ball up for grabs, and that is picked off.
Yep.
See who got the interception for Valley View.
21.
Intercepted by Luke Crecilius.
Yeah, Luke Crecilius comes up with the pick for Valley View. 5 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball was a little bit underthrown, and Crecilius just had to wait for it to come to him.
Yeah, he did, and for a minute there I thought that Ricky Moffitt was going to actually defend the play and knock it down from him, but good to see Luke there get that interception. A lot of people might think of his older brother, Eli Crecilius, who's a baseball player here at Valley View, but Luke's a really good football player in his own right.
Eli's bound for the Hogs, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Two receivers to the right. What will probably be the last play of the half, and Trevathan will take the snap and take a knee, and we have one half in the books at Central Dealership Stadium, where the Blazers have dominated. They lead at 48-6 at the half. We'll pause for a 3-minute timeout and back with our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Trust is now bringing full-service banking to Jonesboro. To celebrate, we're offering you $200 extra. Just open a new checking account with Evolve. Have at least 2 qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more within 90 days. Then we'll deposit $200 extra into your account. It's just that easy. Open a new Evolve checking account and receive an extra $200 in your account, plus free checks for a year. Restrictions apply. Visit getevolved.com/special promotion for more details, or come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document systems dealer in Jonesboro.
This is Barry Forrest. My family's been taking care of equipment needs of businesses just like yours since 1965. I would love to work for you today.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document system dealer at 1005 G Street in Jonesboro, 932-7852. Call Forrest Office Machines today.
No matter what the season, it's always a great time to go to Wings to Go. Whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, whether it's wrestling, whether it's anything, the wings, the salads, the hamburgers, everything they have at Wings to Go is always flavorful and it's always ready. All that has to happen is you come down and enjoy them.
Happy winging from Wings to Go.
Continue your post-win celebration in a space you can be proud of with Barton's and Home Outlet. Locally owned and operated in Jonesboro, Arkansas since 1885. We're not just a building materials store. We're a part of your hometown spirit. Our teams are your neighbors, cheering next to you in the stands and supporting you in our stores. From accurate and timely kitchen, bath, floor, and door estimates to final product selection, we'll make your dream space a reality. Visit our teams at Barton's and Home Outlet for your home remodel today.
Play It Again Sports wants to pay you money. Now that I have your attention, Play It Again Sports in Jonesboro wants to buy your used sports equipment. You heard me right. If you have something that's either outgrown or no longer being used, bring it to Play It Again Sports now. They're looking for youth and adult baseball, softball equipment, golf, weights and workout equipment, disc golf, you name it. Play It Again Sports can turn it into cash for you. Go by Play It Again Sports at the corner of Highland and Caraway in Jonesboro.
Hey, we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium, where we have reached halftime in this one. Valley View leading at 48-6 after 2 quarters of play. Our halftime presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. Check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com, and tune in later tonight to the Ticket Radio Network for our Friday Night Lights scoreboard show presented by Kavanaugh Auto Group. Bill Oswalt will have a full recap of everything going on across Northeast Arkansas as well as the rest of the state. Well, Valley View bloodying the nose of Forrest City early and often in this one. It was a 41-point output in the first period for Valley View, and we believe that may be a school record for most points in a quarter. It certainly is in the recent memory or era of Blazer football. Got started at the 8:10 mark of the first period. Valley View getting on the board with an 8-yard run from T.J. Starks on an end around. The drive was a 9-play, 50-yard drive for the Blazers, kept off by Brody Dix's extra point kick, and the View was up 7-0 at that point. The Blazers would score again with 7:52 to play in the first period on a 33-yard fumble return by Brian Huff. Dix again with the extra point kick. Blazers were up 14-0 at that point. Forrest City would get on the board with 6:55 to play in the period on an 84-yard pass from Daquan Scott to Kyron Lee. The 2-point conversion attempt was no good. Valley View led 14-6 at that point. The Blazers would score again with 6:39 to play when T.J. Starks returned the ensuing Forrest City kickoff 73 yards for a score. The extra point kick by Dix was good. Valley View was up 21-6 at that point. They would score again with 4:12 to play in the first period on a 10-yard run by Zane Guthrie that finished off a 5-play, 31-yard scoring drive. Brody Dix hit the extra point kick. Valley View led 28-6 at that point. And the Blazers would get 2 more first quarter scores. The next one coming at the 2:16 mark of the opening frame when Jet Taylor blocked a Forrest City punt, and the return into the end zone by, I believe it was Ricky Moffitt who got that return. The extra point kick missed. Valley View led 34-6 at that point. And the Blazers would score again with 6 seconds to play in the first period on a 24-yard fumble recovery by Kenneth Robinson. The extra point kick was good. Valley View led 44-6, and the Blazers got their only score of the second period on a 4-yard run by Zane Guthrie. The extra point kick was good by Brody Dix. The drive covered 36 yards and 7 plays, and setting the score at 48-6, which is where we stand here at the half. Valley View firmly in control of this one. We will have a fast-moving, non-stop clock in the second half. We have more to come in our Kavanaugh Auto Report halftime. We'll step aside here for a 3-minute timeout. When we return, we'll talk with the president of the Valley View Football Booster Club, Jody Walazonia. He'll be our guest in 3 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
Struggling to find the right in-home care for your loved one? Well, look no further than Cornerstone Caregiving in Jonesboro. Their trusted staff can't wait to meet your loved one. They want to know what cereal they prefer, what music they listen to, what makes them feel most like themselves. They're proud to offer a thoughtful arrangement of services that promise compassionate care for you or your loved one. For more information, visit cornerstonecaregiving.com/Jonesboro. Cornerstone Caregiving, where compassionate care meets you right where you are.
Build an exciting career that you can be proud of at Atlas Tube. Steel products we make can be found everywhere. Work in a technologically advanced, safe environment. Up with the best and brightest people in the industry. Learn on the job and through our continuing education programs. And best of all, get rewarded for being a great teammate. At Atlas Tube, the sky's the limit. We're now hiring electricians, PLC specialists, millwrights, and more. See the full list of openings and learn more by visiting atlastube.com/team. That's ATLASTUBE.com/team.
When a clinic sends a referral for your specialty services, you have a choice. The decision of where you receive care is yours. You can choose the only facility in Eastern Arkansas to receive an A rating in patient safety by Leapfrog, delivering world-class care and an unmatched safety protocol. You have a choice in your healthcare provider. Choose NEA Baptist, where safety isn't a goal. It's a promise.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people, this is home. Apply online at fnbank.net/mortgage. From our family to yours, welcome home. First National Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make and every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year of free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships. AvanaughCars.com.
The team at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been taking care of our local athletes for over 40 years. And now they have 2 locations with JOSM on Main and the all-new JOSM on Matthews. Inside St. Bernard's Health and Wellness Center with non-operative providers Dr. J.T. Fisher and the newest addition to the staff, Dr. Morgan Benefield. Call 932-1820. Find them on Facebook and at JonesboroOrtho.com. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
And we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. It is halftime as we continue along with our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. Valley View in control of this one. The Blazers leading Forrest City 48-6 at the break. We're joined now by the president of the Valley View Football Booster Club, Mr. Jody Walazonia. Jody, appreciate you taking a few minutes to come up and visit with us, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So you have been involved with the Booster Club for as long as I can remember. How long have you actually been with the Booster Club and serving as the president?
You know, I was thinking about that. It's been about 10 years probably.
That's exactly the same length of time that I've been broadcasting Blazer football, and I was thinking back, and I couldn't remember anybody else who had been the president other than you.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved with the Booster Club program, for starters?
Well, it's kind of interesting. You know, my dad coached at Truman for many years,
Yeah.
and, you know, we always had a really strong Booster Club that supported our programs there, and I knew the guy that ran them for a long time down at Truman, and so I always wanted to kind of be a part of it. Freddie Garr started the Booster Club program, a lot of you that never had one, and then when his kid graduated, you know, he was looking for a replacement. I actually had known Coach Cockrell when he was at Hoxie, and I did the athletic training over there, and he kind of asked me if I would take it over and do it, and then that's kind of how it's been, and he's asked me to hang around, so I have.
Well, obviously he's pleased with the job that you're doing.
Well, you know, here at Valley View, it's pretty easy, to be honest with you. It's a pretty easy job. Our parents are great. They support the programs really well. So, you know, when we need something, we ask for it, and they deliver.
So what are some of the things that you guys do to support this program? I know fundraising is one thing, but kind of go into that first of all and then tell us some of the other things that you're involved with.
Yeah, basically what we do is anything that kind of stops at the school providing it. So the school, we provide those. You know, we do a lot of other programs, the weight room, different things like that along the way. We feed all the teams from 7th grade all the way to senior high on every away game. And then also provide, you know, protein bars and fruit snacks and what have you on the bus for when they come home. And so that's another big thing we do.
And that's something to point out what you just said. You guys don't just support the varsity team. This is school-wide, correct?
7th grade up.
Okay. Yes, sir. So 7th grade through grade 7 through 12. You mentioned that there was another gentleman who was the original president. What year? I know the Blazers started playing football, around 05 or so. What year did the Booster Club actually begin operation?
So they started playing football in 05, but they didn't have a Booster Club. Right. And I believe after Randy left and Shannon came in, of course, he came from Wynn, where they had a strong Booster Club and what have you, and they wanted it. Freddie actually from over there. And so I was trying to think about that, and so Joseph would have been in about the 8th grade. He graduated in 18.
Yeah.
So what about 14 or so? I would say about 12 is when Freddie started that 2012.
Okay. So how many people are involved in the organization right now, and how much has it grown over the course of those years?
So out of our parents, we have about 200 kids in the football program right now, and right now we get at least a baseline donation membership from every parent, just about in the entire deal. So I mean, we, you know, if you count doubles and triples and some grandparents or whatever, we're probably around the 400 mark.
So now, are there any people who are involved who maybe necessarily don't have a child or a grandchild that's in the program?
You know, I think I'm the only one that doesn't have a kid in the program, and most of the time I kind of recruit those that have kids to help me or what have you.
Right.
And, you know, one of the ones that's really done a lot of work for me and been really instrumental the last 3 or 4 years is Jessica Wood. She's handled all of our advertising.
That's Avery's mom, right?
That's Avery's mom. Yeah, she's been really good.
So if someone out there is interested in getting involved and joining or just kind of helping out, I mean, what's the best way for them to do so? To just reach out to you?
Yeah, reach out to me or you know, call the school. They have my number. Coach Cockrell's got my number. Reach out to me. Let me know what you want to do. You know, and most of the time the parents turn their stuff in. They write on the deal. We'll be willing to help. Here's my number. I have a lot of parents that, you know, I have some 7th grade parents that go pick up the meals for all the 7th grade games. I got junior high parents that do that, and so we always have a pretty good list of volunteers to do those things.
From your personal perspective, how gratifying has it been for you to see the way this program has shined over the last 5 or 6 years? I mean, these guys have won 3 of the past 5 conference titles, and certainly in the hunt for another one this year, finally getting past that first round playoff hurdle last year. And from your perspective, I would think that's got to be pretty satisfying.
It is, especially seeing it from the get-go. You know, I mean, when Freddie turned it over to me, honestly, that was the first year Cockrell took over.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that was a rough year. We moved up.
Yeah, just moved
graduated, 18 great seniors, you know, and the program took a little dip, and then the next year, and my son was a sophomore, we weren't very good again, and then basically from that point on, we started our rise forward, which would have been about the 17 football season. And honestly, since then, I mean, Coach Cockrell's just done a phenomenal job, and the coaches he's recruited to come here and help him. I mean, he's truly built what I would say is a great football program at Valley View.
Yeah, no question. And you made a reference to one of your sons there a moment ago. Of course, I think anybody who's familiar with the recent history of Blazer football knows the Wallazonia boys, Joseph and Jacob, who were both outstanding players for this program up until, I guess, of course, Joseph, as you mentioned, graduated in 18, and Jacob in, 20, is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And both of those guys were all-state players for Sean Cockrell, and kind of catch us up to date on what they're up to now. It's under my understanding that Joe is about to be involved with the program again pretty soon.
Yeah, I think so. He's volunteered the last couple of years for Coach Cockrell, which has been a great opportunity for him. And, he joined the Air National Guard when he got out of high school and kind of didn't take some scholarships that he had because he wanted to kind of serve his country. And that allowed him to pay for his school that way, which allowed him the last 2 years to volunteer because he didn't necessarily have to work. The military's paying him while he's going to school, and he's able to volunteer for free and get some great experience. He's been in Saudi Arabia deployed for the last 6 months. He'll be home in a few weeks, and he's going to come back out and help Coach Cockrell, and then I guess he's going to get into the field. He's a certified teacher and graduated, and I guess that's what he's going to do for his career.
And Jacob is in his senior year at A-State, I understand?
He is. He's a finance major with emphasis in banking. He works at First National Bank, and then I have a daughter that's in the speech therapy program. So all three Valley View graduates and have done really well. We're proud of them.
Jody, we appreciate the visit and appreciate everything that you and your organization do for Blazer football. Thank you.
Hey, same thing, Randy, and thank y'all for what you do. I listen to y'all on all the away games. I appreciate it. Y'all have done a great job and been a good advocate of this program.
Thank you very much. We'll step aside for a 3-minute timeout. The Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime continues in a moment. The Blazers lead at 48-6. We're back in 3 minutes on the EAD Sports Network.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
Go outside and play with Jonesboro Cycle and ATV. Jonesboro Cycle is your go-to for all your power sports needs, whether it be off-road, on-road, or on the wall. Check out their inventory of four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, dirt bikes, cruisers, go-karts, scooters, personal watercrafts, boats, and even boat motors. Jonesboro Cycle is a 185,000 square foot motorsports mecca featuring all the name brands under one roof. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV on U.S. Highway 63 North in Bono and JonesboroCycle.com.
Need top-notch farming and lawn gear? Visit First Choice Farm and Lawn, your Kubota dealer in Brooklyn. We get your need for reliable equipment. That's why we offer precision Kubota machinery for any task. From seasoned farmers to green-thumbed homeowners, we are working to keep you working. Find your Kubota match at First Choice Farm and Lawn on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Achieve your goals faster with our Kubota inventory and top-notch service. Call 870-790-2301 or drop by today. Your trusted Kubota dealer, First Choice Farm and Lawn.
Hey there, Northeast Arkansas. This is John Moore of Arkansas Superstore on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Here to tell you that we're flipping the script on car buying. Don't stand for bait and switch tactics.
That's holding.
We believe in transparency and trust. You deserve the car you want with a payment much lower than your rent. Arkansas Superstore is here to make sense of it all for you. Come over and find your dream ride. You're approved. When the banks say no, I say yes. Visit us today at 11580 Highway 49 North in Brooklyn or online at arkansassuperstore.com.
You raised your family here, did every July 4th here, refinished the floors here twice, sized up your daughter's boyfriends here, waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
We're back at Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers and Jason Smith under the headset in the NEA Baptist broadcast position as we continue along with our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. Valley View leading Forrest City 48-6 here after 2 quarters of play. We do have some other games going on around the 5A East Conference tonight. One of those is a very intriguing matchup across town at Jordan's Stadium in Brooklyn. And Jason Smith, you have a halftime score for us on that one, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it's 14-13. Nettleton at the half. Brooklyn Bearcats hanging tough there, in their home field. But that's a very pivotal game in the 5A East tonight.
Also tonight, Wynn is at Southside in another very interesting game. And
7-7.
7-7 at halftime tie for that one. Paragould is at Batesville tonight in the other conference game. Outside the league, Jonesboro is on the road to Bryant tonight. And speak up if I call a game off where you have the score, then got it. Jump right on in there, Jason. Westside at home tonight, hosting Blytheville out at Warrior Field. Truman is at Highland tonight. Harrisburg is at home against Rivercrest this evening. Also in 6A East Conference action, Greene County Tech on the road to Jacksonville. Marion is also on the road to Central Arkansas. They're at Benton tonight. West Memphis is at home against Catholic in the 6A East. Down in the 4A3, Gosnell is on the road at Pocahontas. Newport playing host to Salem tonight in a battle of Greyhounds. It's Hoxie at home this evening against Palestine Wheatley. Osceola on the road to Piggott. Cross County is at Clarendon. EPC is at McCrory tonight for a big game in 2A football. Mark Tree is at home tonight against Earl. That's a big rivalry game always. In 8-man ball, it's Corning on the road to Cedar Ridge this evening. And Rector and Izard County are playing in a rematch of last year's 8-man championship game. Next week, Valley View, the competition picks up considerably. The Blazers will be on the road to Cross County to do battle with the Wynn Yellow Jackets. Nettleton will be at Paragould next week. Brooklyn is at home against Southside, and Batesville will make the trek to Forrest City. I tell you what, Jason, these next 3 weeks are going to be some of the toughest challenges of the season yet for this Valley View team since the Harding Academy game, with a road game next week at Wynn, back here at home the following week with Brooklyn, and then on the road to Southside 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, I agree 100%, and I believe as long as the Blazers can stay healthy, that and get back even more healthy with the return of Jones and a couple guys, but I think that they're in good shape. Just need to keep doing what they're doing, clean up on some things. But I did find a couple more scores. Jonesboro actually hanging tough against their former coach for 2 months down in Bryant. It's 21-14 Bryant at the half. Jacksonville is up 14-6 on Tech at half. And Gosnell's up 19-0 over Pocahontas at the half. And also Batesville 30-6 over Paragould at the half. But yeah, going back to the Blazers, going down to Wynn, it's never been easy. They've always played well down there, but wins have been elusive, for the Blazers down at Wynn High School.
Yeah, that's a great point. Of course, they got their first win against the Yellow Jackets during the 10-0 conference championship run of 2019. I believe we won that game 28-23, I think, and then of course got only their second win ever against Wynn here last year in a 21-20 overtime decision here at Central Dealership Stadium. So Wynn certainly appears to have righted the ship. They got off to a rocky start. They're down considerably in numbers. I think they only dressed out 32 players last week, 34 the previous week in their win against Magnolia. And this is a program that usually suits up at least 60 players every year.
Yeah, and obviously the tornado had quite a bit to do with that, and also a coaching change. But the Wynn community loves football like no other, and Coach Toddy down there at Wynn, he's a guy who's won multiple state championships at Rising High School. So yeah, we'll have our hands full next Friday night. There's no question.
We're just about set to get this second half underway. Forrest City will get the ball to begin the third period as the Mustangs are on the field. The Blazers taking the field as we speak. And we're going to have a fast-moving second half, most likely, with a running clock due to the fair play mercy rule.
Yeah, and we'll see a bunch of new faces. Looks like Troy Dale's going to handle the kickoff duties here, and I would be really, really surprised if you see anybody that played in those first two series to play for the rest of the night for the Blazers.
So Troy Dale with it teed up at the 40. Forrest City's return men on each hash at the 10-yard line. This will be a short kick. It'll be fielded off the second bounce by one of the upbacks for Forrest City, and he'll be caught at about the 35-yard line. And Kevin Young on the return for the Mustangs. That's good to see because he went down with a scary injury in the first half. So
yeah,
I'm a little bit surprised to see him back out there, to be honest with you.
I am too. I guess he got feeling a whole lot better there at halftime. But good to see that young man back out there for sure.
So Forrest City will get the ball here at the 35-yard line as we begin the second half. They will send two receivers wide to the near side and two to the right. Blazers crowding the line of scrimmage. It's a play-action pass. The ball is copped at the 40-yard line, and the receiver will lunge forward for an extra yard up to about the 41. Lee again on the catch for Forrest City. That's the reigning state 5A triple jump champion who's showing a lot of athleticism here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And triple jump's one of those events in a track and field meet that you have to be a phenomenal athlete to be a state champion. That says a lot.
Two receivers wide to the near side and to the right side. Backs are in the pistol. Taquan Scott in at quarterback. Got a man coming in motion to the near side. They'll give it off to the running back. He's got a hole over the right side, and he's into the secondary. Now it becomes a foot race to the end zone, and Valley View will catch him, but still not tackle. Finally, he goes down at about the 6-yard line, right around the 6 or the 5. Quite a run there. I believe that was Kevin Young.
Yeah, Kevin Young, he moving pretty well.
Yeah, he was. And did not look like somebody who was on his back for a while following that first half injury.
No. But what you're going to see here is Forrest City's still going to play their starters, and that's okay. These Blazers, they're thrown into the fire here, these 2s and 3s, and they need to see it.
From the 5, the give over the left side, and that is a Forrest City touchdown on the run by Montrell Matthews.
Yeah, Montrell Matthews there, a good run off of the left tackle there, and Forrest City gets on the board, but the clock will run for the entire remainder of the game.
Forrest City will go for 2. Low snap, quarterback gets it back. He's going to keep it running right, and he'll find the end zone for the conversion. So it's now 48-14 with 9:40 to play after the keeper by Tiswell. And it is now 48-14. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Quarterback, guard, running back. Every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, millwrights, and many more positions. We offer free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University so you can learn while you earn and build the career you want. Competitive pay, a great health care plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
Forrest City quickly covering 65 yards in 3 plays for their second score of the night. It was capped off by the 4-yard run by Montrell Matthews. They also scored the 2-point conversion run on the keeper by Tiswell, and it's now 48-14 as we await the Mustang kickoff. This kick will be gathered in at the 35-yard line by the Blazer return man, and it's advanced out to about the 43 on the return by Peyton Hicks.
Yeah, and I'm anxious to see, who comes out at quarterback for the Blazers. Actually, when we took that knee, that last play of the first half, it was Maddox Tatum, another young man who plays quarterback for the Blazers. So I'm gonna guess that you're going to see Tatum and Trevathan both at quarterback for the Blazers.
Well, as many as 5 quarterbacks took snaps last week in the blowout win at Paragould.
This looks to be Tatum here.
Madden Tatum, the 6'3", 170-pound sophomore, is in to take snaps for Valley View as we begin this possession. Ball is between the hashes. First down from the 43. Low snap. Tatum picks it up, hands it off to the running back. I believe that was Hicks, and he'll get it forward to about the 48-yard line. Pick up of about 5 yards by Peyton Hicks.
Gain of 4 on the play brings up second down, 6.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of new receivers. Jackson Walker's out there for the Blazers. Also looks to be Lance Cooper out there.
Sam Jones also is out. Yep, to the right. This is a running play. Hicks on the carry. Got a couple. Actually, it's a 1-yard gain. It brings up 3rd and 4 for Valley View. 7:05 to play. In the third period, the ball spotted at the Blazer 49-yard line just inside the left hash. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. That's Jones. Running play with Hicks, and I think he got the first down. He does.
He did, yep. Looks to be.
That'll move the chains for the View.
Carry.
Ball will be spotted at the 47-yard line of the Mustangs.
That's good for another Blazer.
Again, Valley View leading at 48-14. Blazers come with twins to the right, one single receiver to the left. Tatum out of the gun. Snap gets away from him. He gets it back, but they're going to, apparently his knee touched when he went down to pick up the ball. So they're going to rule him down back at the 50, and that'll be a loss of about 4 yards.
49-yard line.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of fresh linemen out there as well, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Avery Wood is actually back.
He is,
working him back slowly.
Yeah, exactly. He did. Sean Cockle told me they were going to dress him out tonight and try to work him into the game some. So it's good to see Avery back out there, as he's had to miss most of the first half of the season so far.
Yeah, it's good to see Avery back out there. He's a heck of a football player.
There's another wild snap that Madden was able to control. Gets the ball to Hicks, and he'll advance it back across the 50 to about the 49. I say it was a wild snap. It may have just been that Madden wasn't quite ready for it there, probably.
Yeah,
he seemed surprised when he got it, I'll put it that way. Yeah, there was kind of a jerky reaction to that snap. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for Valley View. The ball at the Forrest City 49. One receiver to each side. This is Hicks on the carry, and Hicks spins forward to the 45. It'll bring up 4th down for Valley View.
On the carry. Lee Smith on the stop brings up 4th down, 9.
4:38 to play on the rolling clock here in the third. Valley View leading 48-14.
We've left the offense out there, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're going for it. Tatum may wind up just punting this football away.
Yeah, right now they're just letting the clock wind down, I think, as much as anything. And currently at 10 seconds left on the snap count clock. I think we're going to call a timeout here and then probably punt the ball, I would assume. And that is the case, at least on the timeout. We'll see what we'll do when we return to play. But right now there is a stop in play with 4:05 remaining in the period. Valley View leads at 48-14. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
You know your child's heart, and at Arkansas Children's Heart Institute, we know how to care for it. Ranked again by U.S. News and World Report, our cardiology program continues to champion patients and produce exceptional outcomes for families. At Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic, we give your child the care they need close to home, whether it's a heart murmur or a congenital heart disease lesion. Our pediatric cardiology experts offer exceptional care. Visit archildrens.org/NEA to learn more today.
Valley View facing a 4th and 9 as we return to play out of the timeout, and it looks like Ryan Mitchell will be on to punt for Valley View. Ryan got his first punt opportunities last week, a couple of times against Paragould, punted for a 32-yard average. Forrest City will send 2 men back for the return, one standing at about each of them now standing right about the 10-yard line. No rush, and he gets a nice kick away. That'll be fielded right at the goal line by the deep man for the Mustangs. And the return up to about the 17-yard line.
Nice tackle there by Gavin Tice. Ball came loose, but they're going to say that the Forrest City ball carrier was down.
That was Roderick Tiswell on the return for the Mustangs. And a nice kick there by Ryan Mitchell.
15-yard line. First down, Forrest City.
So Forrest City will start from their own 18 here with 3:25 remaining in the third period.
See if this Blazer defense can tackle a little better this drive. A lot of young guys out there, but you're still playing football. You still want to play clean and wrap up, make some tackles.
All 2s and 3s out there right now for Valley View. Forrest City's in a pistol set, and they'll give it off to the first man through, and Blazers catching for a negative play, it looks like.
Yeah, nice play there.
8 and 4 on the carry.
Nick Gamble actually making that tackle.
Nick Gamble on the stop. No gain on the play, brings up second.
No gain, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Forrest City. Again, the ball at the 18-yard line. 2 receivers left and right. Throw it out near side for Tiswell. Tiswell makes the catch and spins out of a tackle and unable to avoid the third wave as he's forced out of bounds.
Buchanan on the reception. Knocked out of bounds at the
nice tackle there by Peyton Thomason.
7-yard line, brings up third down and 1.
3rd and 1 for Forrest City. With the ball at the 27-yard line. 2 receivers right and left. Pistol formation for Daquan Scott. He'll give it off to the running back, running right side. He's got the first down as he turns the corner and gets chopped down at about the 34, maybe the 35-yard line.
Yeah, good run there by the Mustangs off that right side there.
Ball's placed at the 35.
Rylan Ramsey making the stop for Valley View. Rylan leads the team in interceptions with 3 so far.
Yeah, and he's getting better and better, and and he needs these reps. Don't want to play the ones too much, but you got a young sophomore out there. He needs to see as much live action as possible.
Pass over the middle is complete for a first down for the Mustangs. They're up near midfield, crossing the 50 into Valley View territory at about the 48-yard line. A little over a minute remaining in this fast-moving third period. Young making that catch for the Mustangs.
48-yard line.
They'll have it at the Valley View 48 on the right hash. Two receivers to the left and right. Daquan Scott looking to the sideline for instruction. Out of the pistol formation. He's back to throw. He's got time. Hit as he throws. The ball is complete as he finds his man on the sideline for a short gain up to about the 42.
Pass completed to Kyman Lee.
Yeah, Ramsey comes up and makes that tackle there. He was actually running with the outside receiver. Slot catches it, but Rylan comes up and makes a nice tackle there.
This will be the last snap of the third quarter, most likely. 6 seconds remaining. They'll have a man in motion, and they'll give it off over the right side to Matthews. Matthews finds a hole, and he's got a first down for Forrest City down near the Blazer 25-yard line.
Ball placed at the 25-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter.
That will end the third period of play. So we have 3 in the books. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Valley View leads at 48-14. Back in 30 on the EAB Sports Network.
Mix and match special now at all Northeast Arkansas Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any 2 for $6.99 each for carry-out or delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, loaded tots, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The Mix and Match special with any 2 for only $6.99 each for carry-out or delivery. Only at your Northeast Arkansas area Domino's Pizza locations.
Set to begin the fourth period as we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Valley View has been dominant tonight. The Blazers leading at 48-14. It was 48-6 at halftime. And the Blazers, with a handful of a few defensive starters, have played all 2s and 3s so far here in the second half.
Yeah, other than that that punt team, which you may not have a second punt team, so just in order to keep things smooth, you run your first punt team out there. But a lot of young men getting some good time here. Last week I know that they were able to do that, and then this week, but that pays off in the long run.
First down for Forrest City at the 25-yard line. First play of the fourth period coming up. 2 receivers left and right. Scott takes the snap, shows it to the running back, fires over the middle on play action, finds his receiver, and that will be a Forrest City touchdown after the catch by Kevin Young.
Touchdown, Forrest City.
25-yard pass play from Scott to Kevin Young.
Yeah, another nice throw there by Daquan Scott. Just his poise in the pocket's really impressive, but he threw that crossing pattern. He led that receiver perfectly, and just a nice touchdown pass there by Daquan Scott.
So they'll go for 2. 2 receivers left and right. Out of the pistol formation. Give it off to the running back, and he's going to be met and dropped in the backfield for no gain. There's a flag at the end of that play, I believe.
Yeah, Nick Gamble on that tackle. I think there's a little extracurricular going on the back end back there. It would appear that it's against Forrest City.
So we'll go ahead and throw the break, find out what the penalty's about during the break. 10:50 to play in the game. Valley View leads it 48-20. We're back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Believe it. We sold our house and we made a fortune.
No way. How'd you find out it was worth that much?
We used this awesome website, arhomevalue.com. It was a game changer. It's brought to you by Dustin White Realty. They know their stuff. Plus, arhomevalue.com is quick and easy to use.
Don't miss out on getting top dollar for your home. Go to arhomevalue.com today. Brought to you by Dustin White Realty. Top dollar for your home sale is just a click away. arhomevalue.com.
Back here in the fourth period at Valley View. Apparently that penalty after the Forrest City touchdown was on the Mustangs. I believe that was an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yes, that's what they'd called. It was after the play, so you'll assess it on the kickoff here. So they're going to kick off from the 25.
So Valley View will set up with the deep return man at the 30-yard line. This will be a line drive kick fielded off the bounce, and the return straight ahead up to the 47-yard line for Valley View. I believe it was Drew Hartman.
Yeah, Drew back there returning that kickoff, and it's like his legs were a little bit faster than what he wanted to. Turf Monster got him a little bit there, but good to see Drew get his hands on football tonight, because we haven't had to use Drew Gartman.
So the Blazers will start from the 47, and is that Tatum still in at quarterback?
No, I think we're back to Trevathan now.
Okay. Give is over the right side. That's Eusebio on the carry, and he'll cross the 50 and punch it forward to the 49. Randy Eusebio getting his first touch of the night.
Randy Eusebio on the carry, brought down at the 50-yard line.
Picks up 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. Ball at the 50-yard line, just inside the right hash. 8:46 left to play in the game. Blazers leading 48-20. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Caden Trevathan is your quarterback. Running back Eusebio is on his left hip. And Trevathan will keep it, and he is close to first down yardage. I think he got it on the second effort.
They too, really nice run there by Trevathan. These sophomores, I think he's a transfer in, but they're used to success. I mean, these young kids, all they've done is won all the way through, and the program's setting up nicely. I know I believe our junior high is undefeated right now as well.
Yep, got a 20-0 road win at Greene County last night, and this program is appears to have a very solid foundation, and everybody's moving forward at a nice pace.
Yes.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right on first down from the Forrest City 47. That's a running play that'll net maybe a yard.
Randy Eusebio on the carry.
Actually, from the 40, the 43 was the line of scrimmage there. Now it's the 42 after a pickup of 1 by Eusebio. Blazers will have Brady Krebe and Jackson Walker split to the near side when they snap the ball as we hit the 7:07 mark of the fourth period.
I believe you got Cooper out there on the far side.
Trevathan out of the gun. He's going to keep it, running right, and crosses the 40, takes it down to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, good run there, good strong run there by Caden.
Iverson Edmond on the stop brings up third down, 5.
Iverson Edmond making the tackle for the Mustangs. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 from the 38.
Got a lot of young linemen in there, as we've said. Notice over there on that right tackle spot, you got Holden Murphy, who's really good junior high football player for the Blazers. You might recognize that name. Jay Murphy was a longtime coach there at Nettleton. He's administrator at Harrisburg now, but Holden's a fine football player in his own right.
39 is actually the line of scrimmage here. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Trevathan, the quarterback, in the gun. Eusebio gets the carry off his left hip. He'll push it forward for about 2 and stop there.
Eusebio on the carry, gain of 2 on the play, brings up 4th down, 4.
And it brings up a 4th and 4 for Valley View with 5:57 to play. I think Forrest City will take a timeout, so that'll stop the clock with 5:57 left. We'll stop, pause as well. Valley View leading at 48-20. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Blazer football on the EAB Sports Network.
Started with our grandfather and continues in its 4th generation today. Glen Sane's history of quality sales, service, and strong personal relationships that have kept our customers and their families coming back for over 69 years.
From my grandpa to my dad to us, service after the sale is a big deal. Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
You're listening to the Valley View Blazers on FM News Talk 102.1 and KBTM AM 1230 Jonesboro.
5:57 remaining in the football game. Valley View facing a 4th and 4 here, leading at 48-20. Ball will be at the Forrest City 37-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Drew Gartman is the quarterback. He's back to throw. That is a fly pattern on the end zone. There's a flag down, and this will probably be a pass interference penalty against Forrest City.
Yeah, it looked like it. Drew able to throw a nice ball there, and Lance Cooper, nice route right there, and was just tackled really well before the ball got there.
Still awaiting the official word on the penalty, and yes, it is indeed PI against the Mustangs. Jacob Weavers checks into the game for Valley View.
After the pass interference call, the ball will be placed at the 22-yard line. That's good enough for another Blazer.
So the penalty moves the ball forward to the 22. The Blazers will have a fresh set of downs from there with 4:49 remaining in the game. They lead at 48-20. Is that Gartman still out at quarterback?
No, they've gone back
to Tatum.
No, this is actually
Pruitt.
Yeah, Cooper
running
Pruitt.
Play with,
the conventional 83 quarterback.
Yeah, that was Feliz on the carry, and he takes it for a first down near the 10-yard line.
Back in the day, we thought Doug Flutie looked funny with 22, but Cooper Pruitt says, "Hold my Gatorade. I'm going to wear 83 as quarterback."
So it's a first down for Valley View at the 11-yard line. The Blazers can get a first down without scoring. Got to get to the 1 to do that. Pruitt remains the quarterback. He'll give it off to Peyton Hicks. Hicks hit at the line of scrimmage, and down he goes right there, probably no gain.
Peyton Hicks on the carry.
They're going to give him a yard. Spot the ball at the 10.
Play brings up second
and they'll bring up 2nd and 9 from there.
be nice to see these young men get them a touchdown here. You know, they work for it, and be nice to see on Friday night for them to get a touchdown.
One receiver wide left and right. Pruitt is the quarterback. He'll give it off to Hicks. Hicks spins out of a tackle and fights his way forward to about the 5-yard line.
Hicks on the carry. Brought down at the
3:17 to play in the game.
Third down, 4.
So it's 3rd and 4.
Now we're going back with Tatum back in.
Madden Tatum returns to take snaps for this 3rd down play as we hit the 3-minute mark. One receiver wide left and right. Tatum keeps it running right, and he's got the easy score. Didn't get touched until he got into the painted turf.
Good for Madden Tatum.
4-yard run for Tatum. The Blazers have broken the 50-point barrier for the first time this season.
So it looks like we'll get to see Dale with a PAT attempt.
So Troy Dale on to attempt his first extra point kick of the evening. With 2:15 remaining in the game. And that kick is, actually it's going to be a fake, and they'll throw it into the end zone. Was it caught?
It was incomplete. It wasn't a fake. It was a, I think we had a misstep.
It was a busted play that just turned into an attempt for two.
It was, and Trevathan, it's almost like he held it like, come on, kick this, and no one kicked it, so he had to get up, and Cooper nearly made a nice play in the end zone there.
So it's 54-20 now, with 1:43 remaining in the game. Valley View with the lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Across Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. MeBanking.com, member FDIC.
With the team.
Just over a minute to play here before this one is in the history books. Valley View leads it 54-20. Blazers are about to improve to 4-1 on the year. More importantly, 2-0 in conference play as they hit the road to win for a tough battle next week. Here's Troy Dale's kick. It will go out of bounds finally at about the 5-yard line. So Forrest City likely will take the ball here at the 35. But almost died before it went out of bounds.
It sure did.
I thought it was going to for a moment.
Yeah, it's like a baseball player laying down a bunt against a shift, and it just went on out of bounds. Do have a score update from across town or up the highway a little bit in Brooklyn. Brooklyn just scored on a pretty long rushing touchdown. Now they're up 19-14 over Nettleton with 10.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
So that one continues to be an interesting one to watch. Here it's Forrest City with the ball with time for one more snap. They'll have 4 receivers to the left. If they hurry, they'll get the snap off. Quarterback is back to throw. Here comes the rush, and he gets away, but down he goes. And the Blazers will end the game with a quarterback sack, and this one is in the books. Valley View wins it 54-20 as the Blazers pick up their 4th straight victory and their 2nd in conference play. Again, 54-20 your final. We'll step aside here for a 2-minute timeout and back with our Lexicon postgame report in 2 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
I can't get my homework to upload.
Dad, my video game is froze again.
Babe, is our internet down again? I'm missing the big game.
Honey, I'm trying to make this online payment, but it just keeps buffering.
Get your life up to speed with high-speed internet from Empower Broadband. Empower's reliable service brings high-speed internet to even the most remote areas of Northeast Arkansas. With Empower Broadband, you can stream your favorite movies, video chat with loved ones, work from home without interruptions, and so much more. Empower Broadband. Life up to speed. For more info, visit empowerbroadband.com.
Valley View High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
This is Keith Baird with the Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Having trouble getting the trailer you need? Silverline Trailers, the largest trailer retailer in the USA, has the perfect solution for you. Guaranteed approval. No credit check required. Get the quality trailer you need at a price you can afford. With over 3,500 trailers available and more coming in daily, we'll find the perfect trailer for you. And at Silverline, we're always looking to hire good people. Visit our website, silverlinetrailer.com, for a location near you. You can stop by our Jonesboro location today at 3711 Stadium Boulevard or call 870-203-0000. Silverline Trailers, your trusted trailer retailer.
Well, this one gets done early as the fast-moving second half has come to a close on the heels of a 54-20 Valley View victory against Forrest City on homecoming night here at Central Dealership Stadium. We welcome you into our Lexicon postgame report. Lexicon can help you reach your goals and success. Go to lexicon-inc.com/football to learn more. Well, this one was decided like last week, pretty much in the first quarter. It was just a perfect storm for Valley View and an awful, awful storm for Forrest City in that first quarter, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, Valley View was able to score in all three phases of the game, really in the first 5 minutes of the game. And so that's a perfect script for Sean Cockrell. I'm going to say that most everybody, if not everybody, that dressed out tonight got to play. We had 0 injuries that we know of, and 2-0 in conference. I mean, that's as good as you can possibly hope for at this point as we wrap up September.
This one was 41-6 at the end of the first period. 48-6 was the halftime score. Recapping the scoring from the fast-moving second half, Forrest City got on the board with 9:59 to play in the third quarter on a 4-yard run by Montrell Matthews. The 2-point conversion run was good to make the score 48-14. That drive covered 65 yards in 3 plays for the Mustangs. They would score again early in the fourth quarter, 11:33 mark of the final frame on a 25-yard pass from Daquan Scott to Kevin Young. The 2-point conversion attempt was unsuccessful. The drive covered 82 yards in 7 plays. That made it 48-20. Valley View would get its final score tonight on a 4-yard run by Madden Tatum with 2:40 to play in the game. 2-point conversion attempt was unsuccessful, and Valley View wins it 54-20. That last drive, by the way, covering 53 yards in 9 plays for the Blazers as Valley View improves to 4-1 and 2-0 in 5A East Conference play. And we need to name a JOSM player of the game, and I'll let you do the honors on that one, Jason.
No, I think tonight's a great opportunity to recognize maybe some of the unsung guys, but we feel like that Jay Taylor is the JOSM player of the game. He had 1 punt block, possibly another punt block. He recovered a fumble, and he had at least 3 tackles. But Jade, it's great to see him back on the football field. I know he took a year off last year, but he seems to be rounding into form and a very valuable part, not only of the defense, but especially on special teams.
Yeah, and this is the second straight week in which he has blocked at least 1 punt, so he is turning out to be quite a valuable asset for this Blazer defense and special teams unit.
Absolutely, and just a really great young man who comes to work every day and just continues to get better.
Play of the game is brought to you by Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game for more than 40 years. Again, the final, Valley View wins it 54-20 as the Blazers are now 4-1 and 2-0 in the conference. We will hit the road to win next week to take on the Yellow Jackets and the Delta Swarm down at Yellow Jacket Stadium. First of 3 very tough games coming up over the course of the next 3 weeks for this Valley View team, as business will certainly pick up. Again, special thanks tonight to David Wofford, who has been our studio engineer and our network engineer and producer, also to Taylor Settlemyer and his Valley View Digital Media student crew have done a great job with our streaming broadcast tonight. Also, special thanks to my color analyst, Jason Smith, who, again, was a big help for this one. I'm Randy Myers. We thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone.